Oh my God, what's going on? Hello? Anybody there?
Thank you.
Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. My name is
Hi.
Rob. How can I help you?
Hi, Rob. Yeah, can you help me, please?
Yeah, sure. How can
What
I help
aisle
you?
do they have the green olives? Where do you guys keep the green olives, please? I've been all over this place.
Sorry.
Go. I'm looking for green olives, please. I'm trying to make a salad for tonight's gathering.
Oh,
I'm
you're
oliveless
calling
right
around.
now.
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who are you? Who are
my
you?
name
I
is
thought you were.
Rob. I'm
But
from Norton, sir. You're calling a wrong number. All right.
I'm calling a scammer. Oh my God! How did I do that?
Please leave your
You're a
message
scammer.
after the tone.
You don't work for Norton.
Now available in your state. Your request came in from a
And you don't have
website,
olives.
Facebook ad, or a piece of mail that you filled out and.
Thank you for calling Canadian Pharmacy. This call is recorded for quality and training purposes. This is Emily. How may I help you?
Emily, how much do you miss me? Come on, moan for me. Say, oh, take. I missed the take. Go ahead, please. She's shy, folks. She'll warm up. Oh, there's a body over there.
Thank you for calling support. How can I help you?
Hey, listen, I've been on hold a long, long time. I don't know if you want to start there. Is there anything that can be done about that? I've been on hold for, since 10,000 BC, probably. Been waiting to speak with you patiently. Go ahead, please.
Yes.
Okay. What do we need to do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever watch Jaws backwards?
Ahead.
I just watched Jaws backwards on a DVD, and I rewinded it backwards, and you see the shark spit out all these people. You ever do that? You just watch these movies backwards? Sharks spitting out people. Who would have thought that was even interesting, right? I must need a life. Sucks being rich and just sitting around watching these things and calling criminals all day long. I really need to get a life, don't I? Or a job, maybe. You know that word, job? Go ahead, please.
No.
You don't know that word, I know. But you have to know what a DVD player is, right? And you need to go get Jaws on DVD and watch it backwards. That shark spits out all the people. It changes the game. He's no longer an evil shark. He's putting the people back, and then they're alive again. It's amazing what you can do with technology. You can rewind stuff. Imagine if we could rewind your life and you weren't such a bad person. I'll call you back, bitch. It's what I do. Oh my God, what's going on? Hello? Anybody there?
Thank you.
Go ahead, please.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. My name is
Hi.
Rob. How can I help you?
Hi, Rob. Yeah, can you help me, please?
Yeah, sure. How can
What
I help
aisle
you?
do they have the green olives? Where do you guys keep the green olives, please? I've been all over this place.
Sorry.
Go. I'm looking for green olives, please. I'm trying to make a salad for tonight's gathering.
Oh,
I'm
you're
oliveless
calling
right
around.
now.
All right.
I'm sorry. Who are you? Who are you? I thought you were.
I'm from Norton, sir. You're calling a wrong number. All right.
I'm calling a scammer. Oh my God! How did I do that?
Please leave your
You're a
message
scammer.
after the tone.
You don't work for Norton.
Good morning, Take.
What's up, CJ?
Not much. How are you today?
Good. Wide awake. It's snowy here in New York.
Ah. Well, I accidentally played the same clip twice, so I'm off to a good start. But at least it was hilarious.
Everybody loves green olives.
Right? If you don't, something's wrong, right? Good morning,
Yeah, then there was
everyone.
that one part.
Go
I don't
ahead.
know. I said, there's a body over there. Why would I say that? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Yeah, that's why I love you. Who knows what will come out of your mouth. Good morning, everybody. Christine, Chester, Lisa, Mary, Lacey, New Moon, Ozzy, Zip. And if I'm missing anyone, it's completely unintentional because I saw everyone that came in and I'm super happy that everyone's here. Thank y'all so much for being here again. And Made in Abyss.
Yeah, good morning, each and every one.
I can't thank y'all so much for the support yesterday. I posted a video and thank y'all so much that gave me so much encouragement on it. Really appreciate that. Hey, it's hot where Made lives.
Chester Drawers video this morning before we started, and he's up to like 304 subs, I think.
Wow.
So just amazing.
Yeah.
I can't wait to finish that video.
Yeah, if anyone hasn't watched that video from Chester yesterday, it was so cute. Chester, if you'll post a link to it, it was a really cute video, so y'all definitely need to go add it to your watch later list and go watch it because it's really good. And then
I think you have another clip that we'll play later, hopefully, because I don't know how many guests we're going to have today. Hopefully, I think Sven and Peter come by.
Yeah.
But the video is about 8 minutes, and I think that's the one where I'm yelling at them to get the whole world on the same time zone, so we can hopefully be on the same time zone as our great friends in Australia and England and places like that.
I know. Somebody needs to work on that, right?
I'm trying. These guys keep hanging up. I think we called the Canadian pharmacy yesterday about, I don't know, 1 billion times.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to help.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that scam today. I don't know if a lot of people in chat, have you guys heard of this? I know Zip you have, of this scam now from the Canadian pharmacy. They call themselves the Canadian pharmacy.
Yeah, but they're not in Canada.
Well, true, but neither are we. But
yeah, but we don't say we are.
True. Maybe we are.
They say they're in Toronto.
Yeah, true. But
it's out of the Philippines.
Yeah, we know that they're in the Philippines. And we know that so I was just trying to look up some information about the Philippines. I know in India that they have a lot more they have a lot more medications available without prescriptions. I just know that from talking to Peter and some other people. So when they come on, we can ask them about that. But I know, like, as far as I understand from Peter, like blood pressure medication, like stuff like that, birth control and stuff like that we need prescriptions for here, they don't in India. So I think in the Philippines it's kind of similar. They don't have as much things that they need for prescriptions for. So they're trying to monopolize that on us here in America who need prescriptions for almost everything.
They need prescriptions for birth control in India, or they don't?
No, they don't. And even like antibiotics, I don't think they need prescriptions for in India. Like they can just go get amoxicillin at the store. They don't need any prescription.
That's good to know. My insurance is running out next month, and
yeah, we can get Sven to mail you some stuff. Although that's the other thing, as I was looking, is I believe that's also illegal. So I was looking it up. Let me see what I see here about the Philippines. I don't know. See, I wish I really need a contact in the Philippines because I need someone to ask about this stuff. But I just...
Bella.
Yeah. I don't think she likes me too much. I have a clip of me later trying to talk to her that I'll play in a few minutes. She didn't really
She said to me, "Happy birthday. I hope it's your last."
I know, that's terrible. Terrible, terrible.
She'll come around.
Yeah. So according to this article, which is, I'm not exactly sure what this is. It's an article from the Philippines. I'm not exactly sure about the source. But it says, with the exception of opiate pain medications and drugs such as Valium, which is what we call controlled medications, and I think also in India they also have controlled medications you do need a prescription for. But this says it is possible to get most medications over the counter in the Philippines. So I think they're monopolizing on that. But what I'd like to know about them is, do they actually mail you the medication, or do they just take money for it, you know?
I would be curious too. But the problem is if you test it, even if you have like a prepaid Visa card, say that works, and they do mail it, I think you can get in trouble.
Right. And that's what I was looking that
I
up too, because it is illegal for us in America it may or may not necessarily be illegal to order. I'm not saying it's always illegal to order drugs online. That's not true, because there are online pharmacies, but when you're crossing borders and you're also getting stuff and you don't have a prescription for it, and it's like either approved or not approved by the FDA, it could be illegal for us to buy those kind of products. So
Class 3 narcotics, New Moon Rising says. That goes for New York too?
I'm sure the New York was in the U.S. the last time I checked, but you never know with that state either.
Somebody needs to tell the guy in front of my building. I think he's breaking the law.
Yeah. So it's been really interesting, like, talking to them. Yeah, like you said, I'd really want to know. Zip, do you know, do you have any idea if they actually mail you the medications or if they just take the money for it? Because I don't know. I mean, they could potentially mail them to you, but like, I looked up trying to mail a package to India. Like, I was gonna mail Sven something one time, and it was like $450. Like, how could they ship something from the Philippines and it be cost efficient? Or what? Did I just look up the wrong thing?
I mean, like the Vitality people say you just have to pay the shipping for the USPS. But I mean, if they're in the Philippines too, I don't know what they're doing for shipping. I don't know where the drugs are getting shipped from. Who knows? What if they're shipping the drugs from the United States? Or, like you said, they're not even shipping the drugs.
Right. Well,
I just know that I spent the last 12 hours, between 6 hours yesterday and 5 or 6 the day before, just, they don't go away. And they're the most annoying people to scam bait. They just hang up, and then they hang up, and they pick up and sing, which is a lot more interesting than just hanging up. I was getting so fed up yesterday. You still want to do it because you want to, they're obviously picking up the phone when we call, and it could be a victim that they're treating like that, which is great.
right.
But if you want to make content, it's like you're spending 6 hours on the phone to get about 20 minutes worth of stuff that you think people will find entertaining. It's just, these people are just relentless. But
yeah,
I know Zip and Mary and Lisa and a few other people in chat were all taking part. We had a good old time with them. I mean, it was very fun, but it was just very long.
Yeah, and Chester said, has anyone actually got that far? Usually they hang up on us, so I guess he agrees with you. But maybe I should, what if I just call and order, like, Tylenol or something? You know? That's not illegal.
You'll have better luck than me. I mean, I don't even say go ahead, please. Every time I say that, because it's a nervous habit, I'm like, oh, why did I just say that? Because they hate me over there, which I'm honored. But if I want to make content, and it gets annoying that, they hang up. I think I got one girl to moan, but she didn't say I missed the take. And that was my goal yesterday.
Yeah.
And like I said, I did get the girl to say happy birthday, but then she had to follow it up with, I hope it's your last.
Yeah,
so,
that's terrible.
I'm not making friends.
Well, I think Zip's gonna let us know when he finds a number that's active this
Not
morning.
Pegasus.
Yeah, hi Pegasus. So I think we should order some Tylenol. Except I don't have a card to use. Maybe I should get a card first. But we can call and mess with them today. Maybe tomorrow. I'll call, see if I can order some Tylenol and get a prepaid card to pay it with. And then for shipping,
Why would they sell Tylenol though?
I don't know. I'm sure they'll take money for anything, right?
Yeah, I mean, try it. I mean, if they want to like appear to be legit, I would think they would say, well, you can just get Tylenol at CVS or something.
Yeah, but they might not like know that. Like I'm gonna try it and see if they're maybe not that knowledgeable on what we have here over the counter and what we don't. Maybe they are, but
you just want to see if they'll mail it to you. You're saying.
Yes. But yeah, then I just got to think of an address. Wonder if I could send it to like my ex's house or something. Morning, Raz. Thanks for being here.
What's up, Raz?
Yeah, and that I just want to see if they actually send you something, or if it's just take the money and you never get anything. Because I think like Vitality Warehouse, they actually send you something, but it's a scam because then as soon as you get it, they charge you like $90 or something after the fact.
Yeah, Zip was telling me those pills don't work.
Oh, really? Zip, did they not work for you? Shoot. Every time I call them, I ask them, like, is this going to help me grow a penis? And they always say yes. So they feel very confident in their product.
Oh, John M. What's up, Bambi?
John M.
Celebrity in the house.
I know,
we
right?
We missed you yesterday.
I know.
See you all
I
day
was
yesterday.
thinking that. I was just actually thinking that last night. I was like, did I see John M today? I need to see if he's all right. But I'm glad you're here, John.
And Pegasus is still here. I've been watching your morning streams, but I'm always like, I can't do anything with the music that you're letting people choose or whatever, but it's just so awesome. Sometimes I'll just play it in my car. It's one of my favorite radio shows now.
Yeah, but I noticed he put a 67 after your name, Pegasus. That's
what confused me.
Did your first channel get nuked? I know we're always worried about his channel getting nuked over copyright, but Pegasus,
yeah, I hope not. I love it. I encourage everybody to check it out. Pegasus is doing good things. It's just so unique.
Yeah, Pegasus, will you post your link if you still have a channel, which I'm crossing my fingers you do. Will you post your link in the chat, please, so that people can check you out? And mods, anyone else you see in chat with the channel, please post their link. Because I definitely want to support everyone here, and I really appreciate everybody that's here. So I'll just...
And I did...
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you
please.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. I'm real stubborn.
I won't stop.
I'm
real
stubborn.
And I won't stop.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna. Mary was nice enough to get me a birthday card from Britney Spears. So me and Britney Spears share the same birthday. So I thought that was pretty cool to wake up to. I was like, oh, Britney does know who I am. But
Mary, that
she
was
will
so
not
sweet.
be coming. Will not be stopping by today. That's for sure. It's the same old story. I reached out to everybody. Nobody will give us the time of day. But
they're lost.
I think you were talking to a few of our friends overseas, and you have some people coming in, hopefully, right?
Yes, I have. For anyone that saw Takes and I's second interview where we talked to Peter, he will be on here shortly, and I have one reason I'm bringing him on. Not the only reason, but one reason is there's a interesting topic that he taught me about a couple weeks ago that I didn't know, but y'all might probably know because you know a lot more than me. Morning, Pecan Head. Morning, Zebulon.
Pecan.
Yep.
What's up, Zeb?
So I wanted him to explain that to everybody as well because I found it extremely interesting. And then he's going to stay on with us, and Sven and maybe Agent 009. I'm hoping Agent 009 joins us this morning. I know
Who's that?
Sven. He's the one from Harvey Dent's channel who plays
Oh, I've seen that guy.
Steve Watson.
He's from India too, right?
Yeah. So
Awesome.
yeah, so it'll be a really great conversation. We also might hear from Stephanie too a little bit later if we don't run out of time. It's hard to know with us how much we're going to talk and talk and talk and talk. And I'm hoping we'll call the pharmacy too this morning if we can get a number in time to do that.
I'm sure Zip has a million waiting to go.
Yes.
And I actually, after we stopped calling them yesterday around 7, I was working on stuff, like trying to edit like a little video and stuff, and I just checked the scammer info website, and the Canadian pharmacy had 2 numbers up, so I'm sure that's who we were calling. We never know who we're flooding, but I decided to call and got through like 7 to 10 times.
Wow.
So they don't
amazing.
sleep, I think.
That's
like
amazing.
they're constantly there.
Thank you, Chester. There's Pegasus channel, so y'all go check
Awesome.
him out. I don't catch his streams a lot, but I have caught them before. They're real fun. You can request songs to play, and he plays them. It's fun. It's good times.
Yeah, I was there for a short while one day when I was driving, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And I love the songs, the music. So it's almost
really
like
good.
you would hope to find a radio show or a YouTube channel if you're driving that it just has cool songs.
Good morning,
right in a row.
DH. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if people like
up,
it when
DH?
I'm there because I request like Chicago, Earth, Wind, and Fire, those types of bands because, if anyone doesn't know, I play the saxophone. So I like bands that have horns in them, which aren't super common today as they was in the 70s. So I tend to request those kinds of songs from the 70s. One of my favorite songs is 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago. Anyone remember that song? Do you remember that song, Take?
I don't remember. I'm sure I know it, but I was never a huge Chicago fan. But I think I have actually their records on their music on vinyl. I think I actually have it listed on eBay.
So I should go on eBay
which I
and
took
buy
from
it?
my parents. Well, I'll give it to you half price.
Thank you.
But
so sweet.
or we can trade it for some Dunkin' coupons.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm obsessed right now with Men at Work. Like when I was looking for funny songs from the 80s to kind of just read song lyrics to scammers, I became obsessed with them, and I haven't listened to them since like 8th grade. And I never paid attention to their lyrics. I mean, the guy's a genius. So I can't get enough of them.
I don't really remember any, except they had that one hit song, right? Or did they have more than one hit song?
I would think. I mean, every song you'll just hear them and you'll be like, oh, I know that. Down Under. I come from a land down under.
Yeah, that's the one I remember.
That's like poetry.
Sounds like
and who can it be now?
Oh, yeah, I remember that one too. That was another hit song. I'll have to go back and revisit my those days. I do like YMCA Raz. And my band plays that song a lot because we do weddings and stuff sometimes, and people still like to dance to YMCA. Even young people. Like, we did a wedding for like a 22-year-old. Well, I guess it was a year ago now. It was like one of the only gigs we had during COVID because they canceled so many weddings. But they requested YMCA, so it's a classic.
Midnight Oil, I'm very aware of them as well, Mary. I worked in the music stores for like 15 years before CDs. In about 2001, they started to get burned and leaked onto the internet, so kind of all the music stores closed down. But if anyone ever remembers Sam Goody, I was a manager in Stamford, Connecticut for them, and then actually in a lot of places in Connecticut. But Sam Goody was it. I mean, every Tuesday when music was popular, somebody had a new release. the people were lining up on Tuesdays. I mean, we would do $10,000 a day in some of these stores just for CDs.
Wow.
So I know Midnight Oil.
Wow. Yeah, I remember the
And
days of
AC/DC.
CDs. I had one of those CD towers that was just full of CDs. I don't even know what happened to them all.
Yeah, I'm trying to explain to my younger siblings about music and the experience of going into a music store, but so many people that are even in their 30s just don't know what a music store is.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean I can go into a store and buy a CD?
Yeah.
What's a CD? It's just so funny.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's how I felt about records. Like when I was a teenager, I was like, what the heck is a record? Why did you have all these records? And now people feel that way about CDs, which is what I had. So shows I'm getting old.
Well, I think we were talking about. I think it was with Peter, or it was one of the interviews we were doing about the scammer trying to tell somebody, like put fear in them that they needed to buy their product.
Right.
And as much as I didn't agree that it was still a scam because they're actually making up things to get their what we'll call them customer at the moment or victim. They're showing them that their computer needs a new virus protection. So they're putting fear in their mind that if you don't buy our product, you're missing out. And
Right.
I think I called it constructive discontent.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
made me think of the music industry where, records were fine. And then all of a sudden it was like cassettes or 8-tracks came out. And then it went to cassettes. And then it was like, if you don't get CDs, you're missing out.
Right.
I mean, it's just the media just kept putting fear in people's minds, like you need to get the next best thing. But they said that the last thing was the best thing. So like they just kept making it better. And then finally everything just kind of went away and everything's online now.
Yeah, and I remember when my dad bought our first CD player ever. Want to guess how much he paid for it? Because I still remember. I was probably about 8. What's your guess? How much do you think he paid for a CD player when I was around 8 years old? No Googling. Are you Googling?
I'm not. I can't. I'll lose the stream. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lucky I'm even still connected to you. $30.
Oh my God. No. It was like $800 for this CD player. I'm not even
kidding.
kidding.
That's because they were just brand new at the time.
Yeah.
I looked at it the wrong way.
Yeah.
I was looking at it like it was right.
No,
That
they
makes
were
sense.
brand new, like the new and upcoming thing. I mean, can you imagine $800? And I won't say what year because then everybody will know how old I am. But $800 for a CD player. I still remember
And that was supposed to be it.
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't supposed to have to get anything else in the future, and then all of a sudden, iPods and MP3, and I mean, technology always just a couple years later, everything changes.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. I. And I agree, Lacey. Like, vinyl is definitely coming back. Like, the place that I live, which I refer to often, I kind of live in what you would think of kind of a hippie-ish town. It's got like almost like a 70s vibe anyway, but we have like 4 stores that are just records, and they've been going strong for like 5 years now. So yeah, records are definitely coming back these days for sure.
Yeah, and I think I was at a bookstore not too long ago. I think Barnes and Noble. I think that's one of the fewer bookstores that are left. And they had like a big vinyl section. I was surprised.
Yeah, they do have a vinyl section. Yeah, I like going in Barnes and Noble, but that's mostly because they have lots of cool planners that you can't get anywhere else. Pecan Head said, I remember when a Hershey bar was a nickel.
Oh man, we got to build a DeLorean. I would go back and I would just stock up on Hershey bars.
Yeah.
A nickel.
I wish I could get a whole Hershey. I could have gotten probably one of those mini ones for a nickel when I was a kid, but not a big one.
I was just talking about, I don't know if I was talking about this with you or Britney Spears, but a nickel I used to have a nickel in my pocket, and I used to be able to buy like 2 pieces of Bazooka Joe gum. Like those little things with the comics.
Yeah. I remember those little, like, square gum squares, right? They were like squares, kind of.
Yeah, it was like a square.
Yeah.
And then it would have like it was probably a square of sugar. It was like almost like a rectangular sugar cube, but it had a comic, which I never read. I just used to chew the gum until it ran out of flavor, and then I would just stick it underneath a desk or a table in a restaurant.
Oh, that was you?
But yeah, I miss those days. $5 candy.
I always wondered what kind of jerk would put gum under a table. Do I finally have my answer?
Well, listen, somebody's got to be that guy. So there used to be a guy in my Spanish class that would like chew up gummy bears, like a mouthful, and then when the teacher wasn't looking, he would chuck it to the ceiling to see if it would stick at the ceiling.
That's so disgusting and very inconsiderate to the people around you.
Well, in a few more weeks, if Mike Tyson or Britney Spears does not join us, I'm going to try to get a hold of that guy.
There you go.
We can interview him about his gummy bear habits.
Yeah, I would love to know why he thought that wasn't rude to his other classmates.
Well, we were all laughing. That's probably why.
Yeah, that is probably why.
Yep, that class made me the man I am today.
Wow. Well, we're grateful for the class. We like who you are today, even if you did even if you did put gum under the table. I used to be a teacher, so yeah, Chester, I'm the one that checks, okay? So don't judge me. Anyway, well, let me see if I can get a hold of Peter. But what I want to do is I'm going to play a little clip from the topic that I want to discuss with him that I find interesting. And I apologize for y'all that already know this. But when he told me this, I was like totally shocked. For those that don't remember, Peter was a scammer. He has not scammed in a long, long time. He is not a scammer now. But he has scammed in the past. He kind of started in one of those tech support type of businesses. And when he started, he felt like they felt like they were doing legitimate work because they really did go into their computer, clean some stuff up, make it faster, and they charged him $99. And then it kind of, because of greed, transformed into what we know as the refund scam today. And that's kind of what he was telling us last time. Yes, Lacey. I actually get those requests a lot. Lacey asked if I can play the sax part of Baker Street and Careless Whisper. Yes, people, when I play somewhere, people request those ones a lot. Good morning, Sandra. So I get nervous when you don't say nothing.
I was letting you talk.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And I was reading chat, and I was typing hello to people.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I just get really nervous, like I've screwed something up and like left.
I'll talk until the goats come home.
Okay, so watch this little clip. And this is a clip I got off of YouTube. And then I'll tell you why I'm playing this clip and what it has to do with Peter. Okay. So, as you can see, sorry, I left a little bit of gap in there. So y'all are just coming back from like a couple seconds of dead air again. Sorry, I keep doing that. I'm working on it. Um, but anyway, that was a clip of the train, one of the train systems that's in Calcutta. It's
I
not
think
the.
they have a population problem there.
Yeah, they have a large population. But
That was crazy. I've seen they make New York City's trains look like they're vacant.
right, exactly, and it was very interesting to me because this is one of the reasons. Okay, again, he scammed. He's sorry, so we're gonna forgive him for that, and it's not okay. But one thing that contributes to the scam problem is the fact that riding the train is so difficult in India. And we're going to talk to Peter, who is a pretty small person. He has a physical disability, which we talked about in the interview, and how riding the train and trying to get to work during commute hours was basically impossible for him. So he had to work at night. So I thought it was extremely interesting.
I got to talk to him. I got to talk to him about that. So many questions are coming up. I'm sure they're not the questions that you want the answer to, but I want to know about groping and touching and like why are they okay with like rubbing up against each other? I guess it's just their way of life. Like somebody in the chat put, what about personal space? I mean, I couldn't agree with you more.
Exactly.
Especially with COVID going around. Like no wonder why people like. I don't know. We'll talk to him, and I mean, and you're saying that's why people maybe might take a job closer to home so they don't have to take the train.
Well, that was one reason why he needed a night job, because he had to take the train. Many people there do not drive. He is not allowed to drive in India because of he's physically disabled. So he has no other mode of transportation but the train. And we'll talk to him some more when he comes on. But he is a very small person. Like I don't mean like he's a dwarf. I just mean he's like shorter for a man. He's thin. I think he told me he weighs like 88 pounds. So could you imagine trying to fight off this crowd when you weigh 88 pounds and you have a physical disability? So that's probably why, that's one issue that is going on in India that could potentially be contributing, I think, to the scam, is because these people will have to find a night job because they just can't fight the crowd, you know?
But if you're small, you can weave in and out between the people, maybe.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it,
but that was disgusting, man. There was like, I mean, like I've been in New York City for a long time, and like I would take the subway, and if it's like crowded and like you can't get a seat, I mean, it's just common that I would stand up if an older person came on or somebody with a disability. How do they even look out for their elders over there?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's just every person for themselves trying to get on that train. That was
absolutely.
I mean, people could do whatever. It's like there's no personal space.
Yeah, so
I did not know it was that bad.
Yeah, let me play. I'm gonna play a clip of me talking to the pharmacy, and while the clip's playing, I'm gonna see if I can get Peter on the line. Okay? Does that sound good to you, Take?
Yep.
Okay, so let me play this clip, and this is me. Just basically, they just keep hanging up on me again and again. But I'll play this clip of the Canadian pharmacy, and then we'll get Peter on the line.
And I think I sent you a video, a go ahead please video where I called the pharmacy yesterday.
Oh yeah, I'll get that loaded too as well.
Lisa made the image.
She's awesome, Lisa. I know you love Take. We all love Take, but hook some of the rest of us
Not
up.
all of you. There's some lurkers.
Well, hook some of the rest of us up.
Hate me or love me, you're still watching. Hello.
Yeah, but anyway, Lisa, hook some of the rest of us up because you're awesome with talent. Okay, let's see if we can get Peter on the line.
Thank you for calling Canadian Pharmacy. This call is recorded for quality and training.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so can you tell me about how this pharmacy works? Like, do I need a prescription or can I order,
Hello, this is Bella. How may I help you?
Hey Bella, is this a pharmacy?
Yeah, this is an online pharmacy.
Hello?
Do I have to have a prescription? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? How come everyone keeps hanging up on me? Did I do something wrong?
This is Teresa, ma'am. I think you got the wrong number.
No, I'm trying to order something from the pharmacy. Is there a reason nobody likes me?
Ma'am, this isn't pharmacy. This is Teresa.
It's what? Trisha? What's Trisha?
Yes. Teresa,
Is that your name?
Yes.
Oh. Are you all in the Philippines or India?
Ma'am, I'm in USA. You got the wrong number.
No, I don't think I did.
That olive video, I just didn't think it was funny.
Here we are. We're back
whatever.
on. We're back on. We are back on. So, hey, y'all. Tank was just saying how he didn't want the olive video played, and I played it. So I was just telling him we're sorry. Then I tried to cut him off, but didn't work. So they all heard that. Me yelling at you. Anyway, you still there, Tank? Or are you mad at me now?
You know, anytime I'm on the phone with somebody and we're having a conversation and she says, anyway, it's like, I know the conversation's done. It's like saying, hope you die.
No, it is not.
I got so many more important things to do.
No, it's
Anyway.
absolutely not. It's absolutely not like that.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, please.
It is not like that. Y'all know we're really good friends, so we can bicker a little bit and still love each other. So don't think that we are mad at each other, because we're not. It's happened before,
Yeah,
right?
for now.
Yeah.
Things change.
Yep. So let me get this other great video that you have loaded up here. And
yeah, look in Discord too.
Peter is not answering yet, but we'll try him again in just a minute, because I know earlier he was out getting his horn fixed on his car or something like that.
But you just said he couldn't drive. He's not allowed to drive.
Well, he pays drivers to drive his car, which is also very common.
He pays drivers to drive his car.
Yeah, which is also a common thing in India to do. But when he was scamming long ago and had to take the train,
So he's not going to just sit in his car all day and just beep the horn. I hate people like that. Like every time I'm sitting in the car and somebody's alarm goes off, I just want to smash that car's windows. Like, which would probably make the alarm worse. But how do these people let their car explode like that and wake up the whole neighborhood and they don't do anything about it?
That's a great question. How do they
I'm going to talk to this young man about a couple different issues.
Yes, you definitely should. I encourage that. Okay, let me make sure I put the right video in here so I don't get in trouble.
It's a horn scam. Zeb's funny.
Okay.
Could be.
Just for future reference, okay, in all fairness to me, you named like 4 videos of yours scammers.mp4. It's a little bit confusing.
Like 3 in the morning over here. That's why you'll hear the video. I'm trying to get them to put everybody in the same time zone so this doesn't happen. I wake up at like 3 and I'm like, oh my God, I got nothing, no videos to show anybody. I have to edit stuff. It's a catastrophe. So I just type in scammers because I can spell that word with my eyes closed.
Yeah. So, and Peter Trevina, we know you're here. We're not talking about you, but we're glad you're here. Good morning. So, I'm going to play the first clip of Take that I was supposed to play at the beginning that I messed up.
Happy ending one.
Yes.
It ends happy.
I might have to transition it and then make it bigger and then retransition it. So y'all just bear with me. I told you on Monday I'm still learning. So we will play that and then I will blow up Peter's phone until he has no choice but to answer me.
Thank you for calling support. You're speaking to James. How can I help you today?
James, what's going on over there? What are you doing? Talk to me, James.
Don't you have any work to do, motherfucker?
I just call you. That's my job. That's my job. I call you. You hang up. I call back. You try to block me. You're too stupid to block me.
That's a job?
That's my job. You'd be surprised.
You know that what is my job? My job is to fuck each and every Americans.
And you do. And you do a good job. But you know what? Now you got me on the phone, and I'm going to make sure you don't do that.
My name is Monica. How can I help you?
Hey, Monica, are you naked right now? What's going on over there? Are they going to have, dip you in mustard and throw salami at you? What kind of things happen in that call center? Go ahead, please. Monica? Monica, I can hear you. No, I'm talking to you. Hold on for what? Explain me. What happens to you over there? Do they put mustard all over you and throw bologna at you and cheese? Do they dress up like Bugs Bunny and poke you with sharp carrots? What kind of things are they doing to you, Monica? Monica? Bye, Monica. I'll call you back.
Hello?
Oh, who's this?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Who are
How
you?
can I help you, sir?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was I was talking to
Monica.
Monica. I put the phone in my pocket, and I thought she was done, and all of a sudden I hear like an Indian woman chirping in my pocket. How are you? How are you doing, madam? Are you okay? Madam?
Okay, just hold on, sir.
Hold on again? I keep holding on. What's going on? How many holds do I need to do?
What happened with you, sir?
No, I was trying to see if you guys were okay. I heard all kinds of stories, like they're putting you, dipping you in mustard and throwing bologna at you and cheese at you and bread, and sometimes they'll dress up like Bugs Bunny and hit you with the chiseled point of a fresh carrot. That must hurt getting stabbed with a carrot. No, I just want to make sure you're okay. Are you okay, ma'am? Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay, thank you. I was just very concerned.
Okay.
You're not in any kind of pain or danger, and they're not putting mustard on you, right? And they're not making you into a sandwich. They're not making a Rundy sandwich out of you. Go ahead, please. I'm here to help.
Okay, what kind of help you, sir? How can I
You
help
tell me what you need. I'm here to help
You're
you.
calling, sir?
Right. Your call center there, I heard that they do crazy things to the Rundys. All the way from putting you in mustard and throwing weird stuff at you like sandwich meat to dressing up like Bugs Bunny and hitting you with carrots and just throwing rocks at you and stoning you like a cheating Rundy. What goes on over there? I'm here to help. I'm not too far away. I want to help you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Hey, listen, I was just following up on a couple of things. Are you guys working on the time zone problem? I really want to try to get every single country on the same time zone. Go ahead, please. Ma'am?
Thank you for calling PayPal. This is Sam. How can I help you?
Hey, buddy, listen, I had called last week. Are you guys working on the time zone problem we have in the world? I want every country on the same time zone by the end of the day. Enough of this nonsense. What's going on, please? Sir?
Sir, first of all, you have to tell me what is the problem. You have to tell me what is the problem.
Yes, I will. The problem is when it's a certain time here, it's a different time in Australia, and it's a different time in Delhi, in Calcutta, in France, in England. I want us all to be united and have the same time zone, please. Let's first fix the time zone problem, and then we'll work on the kangaroo problem. There's 50 million kangaroos gearing up to just drive the 24 million citizens crazy. No one's listening to me, sir. I thought you guys were on my side. Go ahead, please. Go ahead, please. And then the other problem is there's a billion sharks in the world. They're circling Australia. They're gearing up to take away those nice people. Sharks and kangaroos are a deadly combination. Go ahead, please.
So what
Sir?
are you talking about? We are not understanding anything here. What is your problem? Call?
I'm calling you for a little help. I thought I was calling the PayPal, and PayPal, I talked to them last week, and they said they could help me fix the time zone. Everyone will be on the same time. That way it'll be light here, and it might be light down there, right? It'll be just light everywhere. I shouldn't have to wake up and it's dark at 7 o'clock in the morning where I live. You see? Sir? I'll call you back. What we do, bitch.
Thank you for holding. My name is Melissa. I'll be helping you claim a $100 rebate voucher today. All calls are recorded for quality assurance. May I have your first name?
Dean, listen, is it safe to come back there? Last time I was there, the police raided everything. There was like fat guys roaming around with towels. Like, it was just crazy. Is it safe now?
Safe to be where?
To come down and see you guys tonight? Like, last time I was there, the cops came in. I was just giving the lady my credit card, and all of a sudden, Officer Joe, or whatever his name is, comes in and just starts raiding the place. And before I know it, there's people in towels just being arrested. I don't need that. I'm a good person.
The number you're calling for that has been changed, so we're running a promotion today. So I'm just.
Oh my God, you're not Miss Kim's? You're not Miss Kim's Massage on the corner of 5th and Main? Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Where did I call?
Not the number. The number you're calling has been changed. This is Discount at Savings Advantage. We are the ones who's running this promotion.
Oh my God. Oh. Listen, do you have that number? Do you have Miss Kim's number? She does the best body work. I actually really did hurt my back. I just got addicted to her happy endings. But, well, anyway, I'm talking too much. But do you have her number?
As soon as I'm finished getting you set up with this voucher, then I'll provide you with a number, and they will assist you with getting in touch with the company trying to get a hold of, okay? Now,
well, it's not a company. Do you think she got arrested? Do you think they arrested her and sent her back to China? She was so nice with me and always gave me big discount. She pulled on my little run there like it was she just went to town on me. You know what I mean? I left there relaxed. And also they give you showers. I left there very clean. She made me very clean. Soap and everything. So clean down there. But you don't have her number, you're saying?
So again, the number you're calling has been changed. This is Discount and Savings Advantage. We are the ones running this promotion today. So
this isn't Miss Kim's massage parlor, you're saying? This isn't Miss Kim's massage parlor anymore? It's a different company?
This is not their number anymore. This is Discount and Savings Advantage.
What should I do? The only reason they would shut down their number is if they got arrested. So I think they got deported. It was crazy. It was a crazy place. Like, you would have to walk around the corner and then go upstairs, open a screen door, and they would have monkeys and basketballs, and they even sold fireworks there. But once you make it through all of that stuff and you go through the knockoff Coach bags, they're giving away massages, good massages, the good kind. They do start with your back, but listen, they touch you down there. I was so happy. That's why they call it a happy ending. It's the way it ends, and I was happy. But you're saying I have the wrong number.
Call this number. Able to assist you with getting in touch with the company trying to get a hold of for all that gimmick. It's 1-800-373-3411, okay?
Yeah, I appreciate you staying on the phone with me. I can't believe it, actually.
All right. That was awesome, Take. Thanks for sharing. Sorry, it took me like 3 tries, but I got it finally.
Yeah, that's some of the old mixed with some of the new. Some of those idiots in the Canadian pharmacy scam mixed in with some a gift card. I never deal with the gift card scammers, but I
Good
don't know what to
morning,
say to them. Keep them on the phone talking about happy endings.
Yeah. Well, our friend Duwan is here. Hi, Duwan.
That's awesome. Honored to have Mr. Do One Thing.
Good morning, Eagle Strike. Eagle Strike's in the house. Good
Yep,
morning,
said hello to Eagle.
And I don't know if I missed anyone else, because like I've told y'all before, if you pop in chat and I miss you, and good morning, Matt Quincy. Matt Quincy will be coming up on our show soon. We just need to
Matt
record.
Quincy's here?
Yep, and he.
What's up, Matt?
Matt has an awesome like blog about scamming. I need to link it. Let me find it and link it. It's really great. So he'll be talking about that. And he was on Pierogi's Scammer Payback one time. I don't know exactly if it was an accident or on purpose. So that's something we'll be asking him. Matt Quincy.
No, I know Matt Quincy. What channel was he on?
Scammer Payback with Pierogi.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Should I check that out?
Yeah, definitely check him out.
I heard of that guy before.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let me try Peter again. Like he said, someone he said, I think Pecan Head said, was it Pecan Head or Zebulon said maybe he's stuck on a train. But we'll try him one more time, see if we can get him. If not, we can try to make some calls until he can come on.
What's up, Betty Bam Bam? ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah.
Buenos dias.
And Betty Bam Bam's another one we want on the show soon, because if y'all haven't heard her, she has got the most, like, enticing, beautiful accent ever, does she not?
I would have to agree on that. I mean, when you listen to one of her videos, I mean, it's just to hear, and like the newer ones are my favorite because you could tell, just like all of us, after calling these people for so long, it's hard to hold back the aggression, but it's just so amazing to hear the things that she says to them and the way that they might treat her a certain way, but she just lets it go right over her head and still keeps talking with that voice. It's like, I'm a huge fan. I mean, I there's a few videos I look forward to every now and then when they pop up, and Betty Bam Bam definitely has them.
Yep, she's amazing. And she's just a great person on top of that. Very supportive of baiters.
And she's at it all. She's a baiter herself. Hey, so can you ask me where John's video is?
Where's John's video? Good morning, Scamula. Man, the West Coasters
are up. Oh, Scamula. What's up?
Yeah, the West Coasters are up early.
So, John I have his wave. I don't know if I sent it to you. It's pretty funny. So we got to chop that up and play it. And, I still want to get to the Ozzy Boy call eventually. I think we're going to be off for the weekend.
Yeah.
And then I have nothing to do. So I'm going to work on stuff and hopefully put together something cool from Ozzy. And then John. And then I think there was somebody else too. A lot of talent out there. Should make people laugh.
There's so many baiters that either don't have channels or their channels are just starting. Like, I know I've said this a million times and I'll say it a million times more. That every baiter is equally important. It doesn't matter the size of the channel or if they have a channel. All that matters is that we waste these people's times and try to make a difference, in the world by keeping them away from victims. And I see way too much going on where people are judging baiters by their channels, and please don't do that because everyone's equally important. And we want to definitely support the channels. Always support the channels, but just because a channel is bigger does not mean that they're a better baiter. It's all about YouTube analytics and all that kind of like algorithms and all that stuff that go on behind the scene with YouTube that doesn't at all dictate what kind of baiter they are. And and like I've said before, it doesn't matter if I like you personally or I do or do like your content. You're still making a difference. There's people out there that say, I think Peter's here. Let's see. Oh, shoot.
Hello.
Oh, shoot, I messed up. Hold on a second. Dang it. Sorry. Are you still there? Okay. I think I'm adding Peter to the stream. He was calling and it messed me up. You there, Mr. Take?
I'm right here. To me balo chutia.
So, yeah, I might have heard Peter for a second on the stream. If you did.
No, that was me.
I think they heard Peter because I accidentally answered his call and then I was like, oh shoot. And then I just realized probably everybody heard that. But I realized I hung up on Take to answer Peter because I just did it wrong. So,
Well said, Lacey Lockett. I'm right with you on that one. There's a ton of baiters out there that
sure.
I can't sit through their whole streams. And then I think I'm pretty obvious on who I love. But even the ones that, I personally just, it's not for me. We all like a different type of movie, a different type of song, a different type of music. I'll still support them to the end. I mean, they do it their own way,
Peter, are you
Who
here?
am I to judge?
Hello?
Peter?
Hello, Peter?
Yeah, I'm there. Just hold on.
Okay.
To me balo.
You're being live streamed right now, just so you know everyone can hear you. So, warning.
Glad that you gave me a warning.
Yep, there's your
that's
warning.
Your warning.
Everyone can
What are
hear
you doing? It sounds crowded there. Are you on the train?
No.
Peter?
Yeah, not like I'm in a crowded area though.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
go ahead, Take.
I want to ask him something very important. It's so good to talk to you again.
Yeah.
Am I saying it correctly? Tume balo?
Hello, that's exactly what we call in Bengali.
Tume
Which means,
balo.
how are you? Tumi bhalo acho?
No, I want to say go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. Tumi bolo. That's not tumi bhalo. It's tumi bolo.
Bolo.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. Tume balo.
Oh, okay. I got it wrong.
You said it with your American accent.
You're trying to say tumi balo.
So
okay.
Bolo and balo are two different things. I got to be careful of my
yeah,
gringo
balo
accent.
means good.
Tume balo.
Bolo means say. Yeah, bhalo means good and bolo means say.
I'm still gonna say it.
They
I
sound
the
same to me,
Tume balo
but
chutia.
they sound exactly the same to me.
That's different. You know what chudia means? That means asshole.
Oh, that's perfect. And I like it because I wanted to tone down my my swear words. So let me start with that one. That's not so bad. But I wanted to say, go ahead.
That's bad in Indian language.
Go ahead, please,
that's
asshole.
Very disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
But we want to disrespect them sometimes.
Balo. Well, we'll have class later so we don't bore everybody. But it's a pleasure to talk with you, man. I haven't talked to you in a couple months, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks so much for doing this.
So, I was telling the stream and Take about what you taught me about the train system, how that was part of the reason why you wanted to work at night. So, can you just explain to everybody like what the train system is like in India?
You can imagine when you're living in a 1.4 billion country, how crowded and congested those local trains can be. Because people are literally leaning outside of those local trains, just to get somewhere, and they have to follow schedule. It's not like we don't maintain our schedule. Somewhere you have to log in by 10. They have their office times at 10, and during office times, those trains are fully crowded. Like, you can hardly imagine how crowded they are. People are literally leaning outside the train, hanging outside the train, just holding a single rod or something just to reach their destination. And a lot of people get killed during their train journey on a daily wise.
Oh, it's a daily thing? People die over there because of the train problem?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's not a wow thing. It's not something that you call wow. It's pathetic.
Well,
it's not what?
We know it's
nothing.
we know it's a terrible, sad thing, but it's just like it just blows our mind because it's so different than here. Like I think I read like 50,000 people or something like that die each year on the train system in India. I think I read that.
Yeah, that's true.
So like I was telling them, like you're a smaller man, you don't weigh very much, and you have a physical disability. So do you feel like taking the train played a role into why you worked at night and did the scamming job?
Yeah, that's what one of the reasons, though.
Yeah, because it would be like awfully hard for you to fight that crowd of people and get on the train, right?
All right.
So what about women? Like are women like roughed up as well when they try to ride the train?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. It's really sad. Take. As
Yeah,
I said, I always get nervous when I don't hear from him in a minute or
I'm
two.
speechless. CJ played the video, and I was comparing it to the subways in New York City. My
yeah.
experiences in the train
Because
system
you're
in New York
living in a
City.
6 million country, and I'm living in a 1.4 billion country, so that's different.
Well, thank you. So in New York City, it's crowded, and I get nervous enough in New York City um, with the crowdedness, and I have to feel like there's always a time when I can at least stand up and give my chair, or like a younger person can stand up and give their seat to an older lady. And if I'm
Yeah.
sitting there and they don't do that, I will tell them do that, and other people will too. And I was just I don't see how that's even possible in your country with that many people on the train. I mean, it's just kind of every person from themselves. Do the elderly kind of shun away from taking the trains as well because of that?
Yeah, but a lot of people does that in India too. Like even like if they see someone is carrying a baby with them, or someone is too old to stand, they might sometimes offer their seat to them. But it's so crowded, like you can hardly offer someone. Like a lot of the time, people doesn't have options to give their seat to someone else, because
Right.
that's how congested they are. Like on a if I'm calculating per square foot area, on a per square foot area, there would be like 4 to 5 people.
Yeah, I'm surprised they could even shut the doors in the video that CJ played.
We do
People
not
were
have doors. We
oh,
do
there was
not
no
have
doors?
doors. Yeah, we do have doors, but they doesn't get closed while traveling. They remain
I don't see
open.
how it could. I mean, what's to stop people from pushing somebody out though?
You can push someone from a running train, they might get killed.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Is
I mean,
it
are
not
they
like
doing
frowned
anything?
upon?
Like, are they aware of this problem, or do they just don't know how to fix it, or is it something they keep talking about? Has anyone brought attention to this?
No, no one wants to.
Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about with these people that we call. There's a big kangaroo problem in Australia. There's a shark problem. We got the time zone. I hope somebody's taking notes because I'll forget. And then we
Yeah.
should start with the train problem because it's just ridiculous that people have to go through this over there.
Are aware of all these things. They just don't bat an eye on these things, because if you raise a voice, like it's easy to say, like if you're going to stand up for something, people will help you up, and all the politicians are aware of these things. They just simply, if I think there must be some improvement can be happen, but with our current government and their policies, and there are a lot of things which are currently happening, which I don't want to discuss over this streaming. So this happens,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, you're
like
smart not to.
every country
They're
has.
watching. So,
Yeah.
do you think in the future? I mean, do you think like running another train at the same time and maybe having a people limit, like implementing like you
We
cannot
do
get
have
on this
such
train?
trains. We do have such trains where that whole train is dedicated to female passengers, like where male passengers cannot board on those trains. We do have such trains, Here we call it motherland trend, and but uh, there are only few of those trends which are not sufficient for all the females, so they have to adjust with those trends. So
Now, are the trains totally free or is there a charge?
no, they are charged. We
They're
do not
charged.
have any free services.
So the city or the government is making money on it. So they're making a lot of
Yeah,
money because there's a lot of people.
yeah.
How much does it cost?
Sorry?
I said, how much does it cost to ride the train?
Depends on the distance and the time and the quality of train which you're traveling into. Like if you're taking an express one for a long distance, that will cost you more. If you're taking a AC seat or non-AC seat or of a cabin, that depends.
Now, some of the trains, I think the clip that CJ played, there was men and women, but there are trains that are just dedicated to each sex, right? Not to
Yeah,
having sex, but like to you know what I mean, for a woman or a man just to
yeah,
ride.
yeah.
Interesting.
Very. So I
I'm with
guess a
you,
lot
Zeb.
of fights go on then, right?
Yeah,
Wow. Well, whenever
yeah.
you told me about that, I thought it was so interesting because it's definitely like has an
Mm-hmm.
indirect influence on scamming because people might want to work at night and avoid that train because it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And there's probably not tons of
CJ,
jobs at night.
sorry to interrupt you, CJ. I'm really sorry to say this, but I just noticed as I'm outside, I told you, CJ, before, that I can give you time, but I'm outside now. Now, as I'm looking at my phone, it's running on 4% battery. So if in case my phone gets shut down, if my phone gets switched off, please excuse me. Don't get mad at me, sir. Okay?
Sir, don't get mad at him.
Never. I would never get mad at Peter.
Oh, I'll get
Because
mad,
it's
but I'll
only
keep
at
it to
4%
myself.
charge now. I'm outside and I
So,
can't have
So you better
charger
ask
with
all
me.
your good questions now.
huh?
You better ask all your good questions now because he's running out of time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have a lot that I wanted to ask your help on. You know, we have a lot of problems in the world, but I don't think we're going to solve them in the next in under 4%. We'll wait till you're on next time, and we'll get more detailed into a lot of the things that I mentioned. But before your phone dies, I'm very curious from somebody that's on the ground in your wonderful country, like are they making any progress with the scam call centers? We do hear about more arrests now, and we don't see the Social Security scams as much.
yeah.
And somebody was telling me it's because they got arrested. And but what are you seeing? Like, are you seeing something on the
Oh,
local
oh,
news? Go ahead,
yeah.
please.
On a daily wise, a lot of scammers getting arrested every day. Local polices are actually doing a great job over here now. Because if you just look at the few years back, there was hundreds of fake call centers who were claimed to be from Microsoft or some renowned company. And nowadays, a lot of fraud call centers are closed. But still, you need to realize one thing, that you can't end up a corruption from anywhere. Like if you try to end up corruption, it's near to impossible.
Oh,
So
absolutely. I
every
think
time they
everybody
arrest,
agrees.
yeah, yeah. But if this things happen, a lot of call centers are getting closed just in fear of getting caught and everything. So local polices are doing a great job over here.
That's good news, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good news.
I mean, do you still have friends? Do you have any friends that might still do that for a living? And are they afraid now because there's so many more arrests, or you just don't talk with them at
No,
all?
I don't have a lot of friends. And in this industry is like, as long as you're working with them, they call you up, they take care of you, like they call you up, ask you how you're doing, where are you, like this industry is completely work centric. Like as long as you're working with them, they will call you up, they will text you, they will get to know, like they will ask you like how you're doing, where are you up to. But as soon as you leave that industry, and on this industry in this industry, you can imagine like people change their number very often, so you can understand that. Like
Absolutely.
even if I have someone's number, if I try to call them up in 1 month or 2 months, they might not get available on that number. So
Yep.
this happens in India too.
Wow. Well, I thought that was pretty interesting, and again, Peter knows we don't excuse that. That it's not an excuse to scam, but we can understand how somebody that's smaller with a disability it might play a role into trying to find a job at night for sure.
Yeah, I was not aware of that. How bad that situation is with the people crammed into that. It's terrible.
Yep. And I think his battery is dead. So, but it was great that he stopped by. We got to ask him a few questions, and like I said, that's where I first learned about this train thing was from him, and it's just not something I had ever considered would be any kind of consideration. You know, like you don't really think about transportation for the scammers, but it is,
Yeah,
I
you don't
guess,
say
an
wow.
issue. And he also told me that he has seen, I don't know if it's multiple children or just one child, but he has seen like children do get killed as well a lot on that train system. And he saw like a baby between 1 and 2 get killed on the train
That's
tracks.
sad.
So it's really a sad situation. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. And I saw someone made a really good point. I can't remember who it was now, but they said, I think it was Lacey, said that they have a space program there, which I know they do have a pretty good space program, but then they won't fix the train system, you know? Seems definitely messed up.
Well, I mean, yeah, the whole world's. I mean, if you look at it that way, it's we can put people on the moon and go on a space shuttle, but they can't give me a pill that I can take before I go out drinking, where I don't need to piss every 20 minutes after my fifth beer.
Good
I mean,
morning,
there's a
B.
simple thing, you know.
Yep.
So it's just the way it's priorities, and like the MS drugs that I do are $75,000 every 6 months. You know, I'm going. Well, I don't pay that. The insurance does, but you know what I mean. It's like that's like I'm one person. There's 2 million
Right.
people with this disease. They can't find a cure for it. It's just it makes you wonder. We don't need to get into like governments and medical companies and things like that, but they can always do more. People can always do more with everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
A major atrocities have to happen before people take action, which is sad. And that's
Yeah,
my problem with the kangaroo problem. It's like, why don't they realize that now there's 50 million kangaroos?
right.
But who am I?
Before
Just
they
one idiot
take
from New
over
York on
the
a bench.
world like the monkeys did. The chimpanzees. And Mike Pecan is making a point that basically it's all about money, and it always is. And I keep telling, I say that about YouTube as well. For any YouTube bots that might be listening, YouTube just wants to make money as well. So that's what they care about. It's not like they want to promote content, they just want to make money too. So it's just how the world is, and the scammers are the same, right?
I agree.
So, not a whole lot we can do about the train problem, but I think it's interesting. Peter is working for some. He doesn't make he makes very, very little money. Since he left scamming, it's been a struggle for him to survive, but he helps his friend do some insurance calls. I'm not exactly what it is exactly, but I think one of the health insurance places is outsourced to India. So they do some kind of health insurance sales. It's a legitimate job, but it's only commission based, and he would make a lot easier money if he went back to scamming, but he hasn't. So that's why we give him some grace and forgiveness, because it would be very easy and beneficial to him if he just went back to scamming, and he hasn't. So
Yeah, I mean, I was very happy that he said that people are getting arrested more.
yeah,
And I mean, I think the word is spreading a little bit. People are maybe fearful, and obviously the scams are not as prevalent as we think they are. I mean, they're big, but a lot of people in India don't know that they even exist.
right.
And I think that the more arrests there are and the more people are looked at as criminals, the fewer people may be enticed to join.
Right.
So let's hopefully the arrests keep continuing. And that's why we shift our focus to another country, and we'll mess with the Philippines if we have to.
Yeah,
I mean, there's always going to be criminals.
Absolutely, and there's plenty in America. Bye, Zebulon. Have a great day. Thanks for coming by.
Better, Zeb. Yeah, we'll get to those criminals too eventually.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to. I just, like I was saying the other day, I need to figure out how. So maybe I'll get y'all. If anybody is willing to kind of make a fake Facebook and be my Facebook friend, maybe we can try to get some of these American Facebook scammers. Because like I was saying the other day, my problem on Facebook is when I make a fake page, I don't have any friends. So it doesn't do, it doesn't look very realistic to try to bait somebody, you know?
I don't know how to. I mean, the only criminals I know from my neighborhood, I mean, you don't want to mess with them.
Right.
I mean, there's crime, but it's, I mean, organized.
Right.
And they don't mess with innocent people, but I don't know their phone numbers, and I don't really know I don't know where to call.
Right.
I mean, I guess you know more about the bigger companies that are actually crooks. I just don't know how to mess with the criminals here. Otherwise, I'd be doing it on a daily basis.
Well, it just brings up a good point. Like, how do we actually define scams? Like, there's always middlemen. Like, when we go to Walmart and buy something, we're not buying it directly from the manufacturer. We're buying it from a middleman. So being a middleman isn't necessarily a scam. So where do you think the line is drawn on what a scam is and what a scam isn't?
Somebody who provides you with false information and takes your money. Promise you services that they cannot deliver. I mean, they're blatantly lying. Working for Amazon, that's a scam.
Right. Well, yeah, for sure. Those are obvious scams. But there's just a lot of gray area scams too, you know?
But I wouldn't call any store like a Walmart a scam. To me, that's buyer beware. I'm a huge fan of capitalism.
Right.
If people think they can find it cheaper or don't want to support Walmart because, or any company for that matter, because some of the clothing lines may be made in countries where they don't treat people fairly, like sweatshops, that's great. I admire you.
Right.
I'm still going to shop at Walmart for certain things, and that's on me.
Right.
But what they're doing is they're buying the product and then they're marking it up for a profit. That's not a scam to me.
Well, exactly, and I don't think Walmart's a scam, but like there's other ones like this Medicare scam that kind of can hit the gray area because they're doing something for you that you could do yourself, you know? But they're charging you for it.
Oh, that's a gray area scam in my book because they're not lying. I mean, some of those people are straight out of call centers and don't know anything. They just want your information or your Medicare card. That's a scam. But what you're talking about is sometimes like the warranty people or different services. Like you could do all that for free.
Right.
They're not telling you that.
Right.
So that's just shady salesperson to me.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
I mean, like, it's just, and it's sad that exists, but it's kind of like when I had a team of 50 salespeople working for me, I would make sure that they never ever lied about what's in a particular product, and I would also make sure that they never trashed a competitor. But if it came down to somebody saying I was just at a store and their product is exactly what you're saying yours is, why is yours 200 more? I would tell the guests to go to those to buy it, save themselves $200,
Right.
or take off the $200 on what we're selling and don't make any money, but gain a guest. It's not all about money. I mean, they'll come back to you in the future.
Absolutely.
So I think that's shady, but I don't know if I could call it a legit scam.
And B has a good point. Some, not like the one that we're going to talk to with Stephanie, not her experience, but some of the travel ones can be gray. Because if they actually give you the ticket and you actually go on the trip, but then they charged you all this money to book a trip when you could have done it yourself. It kind of gets in a gray area because it's like you're still getting what you wanted, you're just paying way too much for it.
And what I noticed with the Medicare scammers, I mean, the people that called me were definitely from India. They didn't know what was going on, but they were going to transfer me. So I don't know if like legit loan companies were using a call center to get leads. I just didn't go that far. I think they're all a little different.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely
But I don't
tricky.
like any of them, and they robocall, and it drives you crazy. I'm trying to make a prank phone call to a scammer, and then I got more scammers calling. They're messing up my content. There's just too many scams.
Absolutely. But it's a good point that when we bait people or call flood them, we need to definitely make sure that it's a legitimate scam. And, because there are some that they're morally, what I would think, wrong. Like, if an older person needs help buying a ticket, I'm sure we can find someone that can help them for free. We don't need to charge them double to book that ticket for them. But it's not technically wrong either because they're still doing something for them and the person is still getting what they want out of it, What do you think?
I agree.
Yep. Well, John, have a great day. Thanks for coming by.
Later, John. So Sven's not joining us? I really wanted to speak with Sven.
Yeah, let's take a little break. We'll try to get Sven on the line, and if we can't, maybe Zip and Chester sent me some numbers so we could try to call them if we can't get Sven.
Yeah, my Discord has been going crazy, and I just can't look at it without ending the stream. I don't know. It's my
please
technology
don't end the stream.
problem.
I don't want to be alone.
I mean, also too, if Fun Guy's around and wants to talk, I'm definitely curious to see what he's been up to.
Yeah, and if not, we know that Fun Guy will be on Monday because we got that all worked out. So if he's not around today, Fun Guy will be on Monday, and we have Dan Gleeballs next Thursday, a week from today. So I think next week will be just as awesome as this week has been.
Yeah, I can't wait for those guys.
So y'all make sure Monday you're here for Fun Guy, and next Thursday you're here for Dan, and we're still working on some things for maybe Tuesday. So and tomorrow and the weekend we're gonna be off, right, Take?
Yes, and I really want to try to track down my friend. I did go to high school with this guy who's in Trans-Siberian Orchestra now. He's not. I don't know how to get a hold of him at this point. He's such a big rock star, but I know he'll remember me. We were close. I was close with his family, his sister, and all of a sudden he's on this big rock event tour. So I would love for him to talk to people, especially since it's getting close to the holidays. And I believe his sister, who I used to actually be very close with in 7th grade, she's got MS. So I want to blame her because she probably gave it to me. So I really want to talk to them.
That way. But yeah, it would be awesome to talk to him. I'm sure he's busy at the holidays though, because the Christmas season is their big season, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. They're probably touring. I don't know if he's even still in the group. I'm sure he is. I just don't follow music anymore. But I would love to talk with him. Just a rock star. He's been in some other bands too. But anyway, so if he doesn't come, we definitely have Fun Guy and Dan Gleamballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no rock stars, not Britney Spears, but we're still working on all that.
So Lacey asks, like, where do they get our numbers from? Like when they call victims. I know a lot of those numbers they buy from lists from other scammers, and then some of them companies sell, like the AT&T DirecTV ones. Like they bought those directly from AT&T.
They come in a different, a bunch of different ways, I think. And somebody up in the chat before I went on my little tangent there, I was reading it. And the Medicare thing, they do sell information. I mean, that's a big part of it. They get the information and they sell it. I mean, I had a call last night from PCH at 9:30. Publishers Clearinghouse was calling me at 9:30 to tell me I won $25 million. Obviously, my information from that phone got transferred from some scam. I mean, that phone has scammers all day long.
Right.
More than most. So they definitely buy numbers, trade numbers, or whatever they do.
Absolutely. So
and then obviously, if you keep calling them, they'll keep calling you.
Yeah. And like Chester just said, my number is because I keep phoning them. That's true. But even the car warranty people that call you got their number from your state because your state sold your information. Like even driver's license information they sell. All those big companies sell information. It sucks, to be honest with you. So that's why maybe I don't get a lot of calls because of the age bracket that I fall in when they sell my information versus other age brackets. I don't get very many spam calls to my phone. So I wonder if that's why, but it's definitely a problem. Thank you, Chester, for posting Dan's link. Like I said, Dan will be on a week from today, and Fun Guy will be on Monday. And we will work on something on Tuesday that will be great. I just can't confirm. I got a couple people that I'm talking to, so I just can't confirm any of them right now for Tuesday.
And it's safe to say Sven won't be stopping by today, right? I really wanted to talk with him.
No, it's not. I can't say for sure either way. I know he said he would. So let's go on a break. I kind of have to use the bathroom anyway because I just drank a whole Dr. Pepper. So let's take a break. I'll potty and we'll call Sven. And if we can't get him, I got a couple numbers we can call. So please, y'all stick around and chat. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, we're back. I couldn't get a hold of Sven. He has a very strange sleep schedule just from doing this. Like sometimes he's sleeping around this time, and then he gets up and baits. So, he's probably asleep. I'll keep trying him. If he comes, we'll jump on. But in the meantime, we brought on our friend Chester. Hi, Chester.
Hi, how are you all? Thank you for having me back.
Yeah, tell us all about your video you posted yesterday. I thought it was so cute.
Yeah, I felt it was about time. It's for silly season, and I thought it's a good time to make a silly video. So yeah, I phoned up a number of scammers, and well, I didn't personally. It was Chester Drawers, and his new role as roving reporter. Thank you very much for that job.
Yeah.
He was doing an expose on how people got on the naughty and nice list for Santa, and the one of Santa's little helpers was phoning scammers and just checking off their names, and there were some very naughty ones.
Naughty ones.
I hope
Yeah,
I wasn't
very
one of the naughty ones.
Kept on saying rude things. But
That's not like them.
No. Fortunately, it was the candy canes that saved the day, I think.
There you go. Pecan Head wants to know if you recall the Jerky Boys where the old lady was selling the Civil War cannons and the shrunken foot.
Yes, that was one of their telemarketer calls, right? Or he was going to meet him at Taco Bell, I think they say, south of the border. Hello?
Sounds
Ma'am?
really random, whatever it was. I know I haven't seen it. I feel like I would remember
I have
that.
them up in my attic near the roof. Lots of stores sell those types of things. Yeah, I was a huge fan of Sal Rosenberg, Frank Rizzo. I think I know exactly what he's talking about. Anyway, we got Chester on.
Yeah, Chester.
You're just
that
tuning
was,
in to WSCAM Radio. We're talking with the Chester Drawers.
Yeah, Chester, that was a great video, and it was a really good idea.
Well, I can't claim the idea. It was a certain Antipodean invertebrate. He led me astray. I was talking with him about various things, and I said, "Hey, what do you think about my new voice changer?" And yeah, he said something about the squeaky voice sounding like one of Santa's little helpers, and well, the rest is history.
Yeah, I got to finish watching it. I watched a little bit of it this morning, and then I saw your Discord, and you were apologizing, and it scared me. I thought, because I know we talked yesterday on Discord, and I'm not good on Discord. I'm like, oh my God, what did he put? What did I say? So, I'm sure it's fine. I can't wait to see the rest of the video.
No, a big apology to you. It wasn't your fault. It was my fault. I think I'm learning this new radio show business stuff, a bit like CJ, and I was pushing the wrong buttons and things, and I just totally screwed up the recording, and I was so embarrassed I didn't want to call you back up. So that was my bad, and it was the same for some of the other UK-based scammers. Fungi, I messed up. I was on a roll at that time, obviously. You, for the record, take a glass of water. CJ Scams, Fungi, and some of the others are all on the nice list. That's official. You heard it from Chester.
Well, hopefully there'll be another call where you get me on the other list.
Yep. Oh, well, I've just seen on chat Dill who's volunteering to be on the naughty list. You don't have to be
Bill,
on
you don't
the.
need to volunteer.
Yeah,
no,
Dill,
no.
you don't have to volunteer.
You're there, buddy. You are there.
Just kidding,
Yeah.
Dill. We love you.
In fact, you shouted so loud. Yeah, we all heard.
Yep.
Just kidding, Dill. Just kidding.
But I give him credit because that's a sentence.
Yeah, that's true.
And only one
Not
exclamation
just
mark.
my name with exclamation points.
Yeah,
Nice
and
job,
no
Dill.
like dirty joke either. Usually the only sentences of him are like dirty joke.
I definitely, it's on my bucket list. I mean, obviously, I want to get to England and Australia, but I want to get to the South and hang out with Dill and have some beers.
Yep, there you go.
We'll get there.
Yep.
Zip. Yep, I agree. But you've got 6 months to wait before you get on a naughty list because it's the middle of summer where you are now.
Oh yeah, true. Wonder
Oh,
how.
they got different seasons there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only time zone. I mean, it's
Jesus Christ, there's so much I got to work on.
Yeah,
This is a big project. It's not just the time; it's the seasons.
Yep. I think I saw in chat wherever he is in the land of down under where men are working, it's 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, I'm not sure what that is in new money.
I think I think I saw Maid say it's summer. She's in Perth, I believe, right?
Yeah.
But
yes,
I didn't realize the weather was so nice there. Now I'm extra jealous. Not only is it nice, but they have kangaroos.
Yep.
I'm
and
going
sharks.
there.
And sharks.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to pet a shark. I definitely need to get to Australia.
Yeah, but maybe you meet one of those trained porpoises that we keep on hearing about.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, that's the way you say that word now. I mean, if you talk to them 100 times in a day, it's just habit, right?
Yeah. And tell everyone in chat in case they don't know what
CJ,
you're talking about.
Yes.
That's nice, Pecan. That's perfect weather.
Yeah.
I don't understand what 72 is. I mean, that sounds quite warm. I think it's about 11 here, but that's centigrade.
It's like 100 below in New York right now.
It's snow.
No, it's actually the sun's out. It's not as bad. I'm exaggerating, but it was freezing this morning. I had ice on my car. There's snow on the ground.
What's that all about? But from my experience, in 3 days' time, we'll get that snow and whatever you have weather. It travels across the pond. But I was speaking with Zip on chat the other day, and he was telling me about it's monsoon weather as well. And he said he got so soaked that he had to go into the shower to get dry. It was raining that much.
I've been in places where it was
like
so humid you had to get in the shower to get dry because it was just the humidity was so much you were just constantly wet. I've been in those places. Which
if they ever shut
humidity.
your water off and you need a shower, I'm just saying, if Miss Kim's massage parlor is back in service, they have showers there, and you'll leave clean.
There you go.
Go ahead, please.
And with a happy ending.
Yep.
Yes. Well, whatever you do, I mean, whatever happens between two adults and a midget and a bunch of other things, it's your business.
Yep. Good morning, Christine.
Yeah,
Hunter.
what is the
Thanks for
price of
stopping by.
salami at the moment?
That's a very good question.
Just in case I have to purely for educational purposes. You understand?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and as we get going, we can call some of these massage places in Flushing. A lot of them still exist in New York here. I'm not in Flushing, but I know right where they are. A friend told me, and we can call them and just get some rates and things like that.
There you go. Good morning, Chris. And
like
yeah,
the plan.
Eagle said step out into the snow in Florida. That's what my poor guy that I posted yesterday just had no idea of American geography, which is fine, but then don't say you're from Connecticut, right? Because he was like,
he said he lived in Greenwich, Connecticut. I thought I listened to CJ's video. I mean, that's where I lived, I mean, and that's like the most. And I was the poorest person there. I mean, I lived with like 18 different people in a house at the end of like the very poor part of Greenwich. But that's like the Beverly Hills of the East Coast. Like a lot of people don't know that. Like all the people that are in the music business are famous actors. They all live in that Fairfield County area of Connecticut. And for him to say Greenwich and not know anything about Connecticut, I was just taken aback.
Yeah,
It,
I
it,
know. And then he
yeah,
said, is it snowing in Florida?" Which I wish going back that I had said like I had reversed it. That's what I'll do next time. I'll be like, "Isn't it so hot in Connecticut? It's freezing
right.
here in Florida." That's what I should have done. I just didn't think of it at the time. So I'll do that today if I talk to any scammers that say they're
I
from
mean, you handled it
Connecticut.
well. You were very patient, and you allowed him to think that he was pulling one over on you. Where I probably would have taken it personally, probably about 30 seconds, and not had a 10-minute video, because I just would have raged at him within the first minute because he's a freaking liar. But nice
Yeah.
job
Well, he was just
holding it all back and not
he
taking
was
it
just
personal
so like
like I would have.
yeah, well, he just seemed so scared to even talk to me. I was just like, this is a good one to try to waste his time as much as I can because he just seemed terrified of me. Anyway.
There's a couple of comments I've just seen in
They all
the
love
chat.
Chester.
um, I've lost it. Aussie Boy has offered you a place to visit. And he's also said, along with the kangaroos and sharks, watch out for the penguins.
I mean, I watch penguins on TV sometimes, and I just find them to be adorable. Are they dangerous?
Well, it could be, but I think they're all moonlighting as waiters as well.
But I guess that's true. But I guess I would look at like I think the grizzly bear. I watched a video yesterday where a grizzly bear just walked into somebody's house and went into the fridge. Um, they looked very cute, but I wouldn't snuggle with it. Um, but a penguin, I feel like, what's a penguin gonna do?
Hey, Mary said
So,
that your
well,
shaft of delight
if I
is
get to
free,
Australia, I'm gonna
Take.
pet a penguin.
They're at knee height, so watch out.
Hey, Take.
Right.
Take. Mary said that your shaft of delight is free. Is that correct? Us girls would like to know.
Well, I'm very flattered. It's usually where I pay you money. So I guess we're making progress. Yeah, it's free. We're back up to free. It's kind of like one of those things where I have negative $10 in my savings account, so I have to make $10 just to be broke. It's kind of like that, if that makes sense.
I just heard from Sven, and will be here in just a few minutes, so that'll be good. We can all talk to him together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, speaking of Mary, before I forget, hopefully we'll have Mary and Mary's Little Lamb on in the near future. I know a lot of people don't spend their afternoons with us when we call criminals all together, but I mean, he's kind of part of the family now. So, I mean, I would love to talk with him and her and play some of the original interaction between them.
Yes.
Just for your information, as part of the roving reporter job, I've got myself invited to a Britney Spears news conference, and I will definitely be asking her why she's not taking your calls.
Yeah, please do. Just be careful. You don't want a restraining order or to get blocked.
Sven, are you here?
Yeah.
You look like you're
From
here.
one friend to another.
Thank you.
Hello, Sven, are you here? You look like you're here.
Yeah, I'm just walking home right now, almost there.
Okay, awesome.
Sven!
He's walking home, y'all. He's been out exercising.
Can you hear that ringing?
Probably.
No.
Go ahead, please.
He said no. Well, he's walking
I got
home.
it.
Wait,
He's walking home, so he'll be. We can talk to him some more. I want to ask him about the train thing, just to see what his experience is, because he lives in a different part of India.
Ben.
Good morning, Kat.
He might not be
Yes,
fully
Ben,
with us
do
yet.
not get on that train, please. I care about you.
He might not be fully with us yet, but he's on the way. He's in, and he'll be here any second. So that's great.
Yes, Sven, if you can hear, apologies to you as well. I screwed up your recording, and everyone. I tried to speak to Sven, but I was unable to. But he's definitely on the nice list.
Yes, for sure. Sven is a great guy. For anyone that hasn't seen his work, I call him an investigative baiter. He does his baiting by investigating, sometimes a long, long, long time. He's very patient, and then he'll rip him in Hindi. So it's very entertaining to watch, I think.
Yeah, and his last video was I mean, I like my funny. I think people know who I am. I mean, whether I'm funny or not, I just happen to love comedy. And I also love when people can wrap people's computers and spy on people and really mess with the scammers and also save victims over time so they don't reveal to the scammer that they're on their computer. So because they want to keep seeing what goes on. And I know CJ and Sven and other people out there do that. But Sven's video was funny. That duck one.
Yeah,
oh
that
my
was
God.
hilarious.
Yep.
Zip, thank
I think
you
we
so
lost
much.
Sven.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back.
Hopefully
Zip,
we didn't lose him on a train. You said he's walking, right?
Zip, thank you so much for finding numbers. I'm really sorry we haven't used any of them yet. But I definitely will if we don't get to it today. But thank you so much for looking. Like, we really appreciate it. So I don't want Zip to think we don't appreciate it because we haven't used it yet. But thank you, Zip.
They're not going to be wasted.
No, for sure.
I'm just afraid to call because of the quality. Doing it all through Discord. I mean, I don't have a problem messing with these idiots, and I know you don't either.
Good morning,
I just feel
Scammer
bad
Jammer.
if it only lasts 2 seconds or if the quality's not good yet.
Scammer Jammer's here.
Yeah.
Iron and Hammer here? Oh my God, royalty in the house.
Yeah,
all this
for
royalty.
Sure. I think take it.
So
yeah, I'm sure everyone understands. I've been explaining to everyone. I'm still learning with the tech thing. So if we do try a call and it's not super clear, it's my fault and I'm learning, but still might be worth a try. But let's talk to Sven first, and then we'll see if we have time.
Yeah, and I don't mean to like beat a dead horse or a dead goat, I should say. But I mean, when we start getting guests on, like, you know, I don't know, legends like Ozzy Osbourne and Britney Spears and Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, all these people will bring us sponsors. And then once we get sponsors, we'll have a better sound system. We'll be able to call these criminals like nonstop, and it'll be crystal clear.
Right. And then we'll.
So that's why I want to get all those guests in the morning.
Yep, and I think we got Sven back, and he looks like he's off his mobile. So.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. What's up?
Hi there. We've been waiting for you. We're excited to talk to you.
I'm really sorry. I was a bit busy with my thing, and I had to meet my friend. Like he studied with me when I was in school, and it's been a long time I spoke to him. Okay. Anyways.
So,
how you all doing?
We're doing great. We were just telling everyone how awesome your channel is. And Sven, what you missed was we talked to Peter for a few minutes about the trains in Calcutta. Do you have a lot of issues with the trains where you live, like people dying or them being overcrowded?
Nah, no chance for that because Kolkata is basically most dense city.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably because more people are using their public transport to go to their work and stuff. So yeah, definitely that's so dense, and trains are not sufficient for that many people. So yes.
So that's more of like an urban area problem. You're saying you're kind of well, you're not in those cities like Delhi or Calcutta, so there's no train problem there, but. The clip that CJ played it wasn't just like an overcrowded thing like we have in New York. I mean, it looked like a death trap. Like I would bring a date there if I didn't think she was ever going to talk to me again. Like it really looked like people could die on that train.
Yeah, actually, that's Kolkata, but where I live is it's also an urban area, like it's a capital city. It's a state's capital. It is not like that.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
take on your last comment about bringing a girl on a train. That's plausible deniability if she says you touched her inappropriately.
Well,
I would like to take here, like, see, like everyone is saying hello. So, hello, big hello to everyone. I love you, everyone.
Yep,
Thanks for all the
everyone's.
support that you actually.
Yeah,
everybody loves Sven.
of course they
Thank you. I
do.
love you all too.
And Sven, so we won't make you go through the whole story because it was in our first interview, but just if anyone missed it, can you give us a brief synopsis of how you got started? Like, you know, you don't have to go into the whole thing. We can put the link for that other video, but just a little brief history of how you got into baiting.
Me?
Yeah.
So it was really weird. Not gonna lie. There is this Jim Browning's Discord server. I just joined the Discord server because I really liked like what Jim Browning actually did. He's like kind of hero to me. Like he's one of my inspirations. So I happened to join the Discord server and I saw this guy. Like I saw this guy actually streaming something, like he's in the voice chat and he was streaming something. He's talking to a scammer. I was like, bro, how do you even make calls? How do you even make calls? Like, how do you even make calls to scammers? And how are you able to like do all this stuff? Like he taught me everything. Like he actually taught me everything. You guys are really familiar with that guy. I don't think so. It's good. Like if I actually mention his name, I don't know. But
Yeah.
still, he's an amazing guy. He's still a friend of mine. So I got started with text now. Like text now, I downloaded it. I started calling scammers and all the things. One day, this amazing thing actually happened to me, which actually brought me close to you, these amazing people here, like CJ, Take a Glass, and everyone in the chat as well. Like I really feel that's the most luckiest moment of my life. Like I happen to have backdoor a scammer,
Mm-hmm.
and these scammers have their phones installed, like the VoIPs, the voice over protocol, internet protocol. We call it VoIP trunks, and like the SIPs and all kinds of, like, basically it's a internet phone, like something
Right.
like text now. They use that. So one of the victims called, and was calling that number. I I saw that number and dialed back using my text now, and I happened to connect with Genesis.
Mm.
And Genesis, basically, I thought he was a victim and he acted to be victim. I told him that he was being scammed by a person. He was being scammed. Like you need to protect yourself. And he was like, bro, I'm not a victim. I actually flood people. And I was like, really, bro, that's awesome and everything. And rest everything you all know about that. It's really amazing. Like Genesis actually introduced me to like everything over here, and that's how I started my new channel, and
Yeah.
all things went like that. And I
Well,
met CJ.
yep.
Probably she's really little harsh towards her dogs, but yeah, but still she's a good one. So
I just like to
I
make
actually, I
Sven think
actually,
I
actually
am.
bribe. I actually asked to bribe me. I actually asked CJ to pay me, like for the interview. She said she's gonna give me some kisses from Stanley.
Yeah.
If it's not gonna happen, I'm not gonna help you, CJ, again.
Okay. Yeah, I have
But
two
not Charlie.
dogs.
Charlie is a good guy, and he's already in love with someone, so not Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Stanley.
Sven is
And when you come to New York, you can hang out with each and everything. I hope you show each and everything. My cats the same love you show those dogs.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's like, so do your cats have? Okay, that's a private. I want to ask you a private question. Take later. Okay?
Well, I think I knew where you were going with it. Yes,
balls.
they're 10 years old, and they had the operation when they were about 4 months. So yes, we do that here.
So for y'all that don't know, in India they do not neuter or spade their animals. So the fact that my dogs are neutered and have no balls is very fascinating to Sven.
Now, is there any chance that they can start doing that there, and we can kind of work on the population? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, now let's divert from this topic.
Yeah.
So that's how I started scam baiting.
Well, we're so glad that you're here because you're Like I know Sven very well. He's one of my closest friends. Nobody cares for victims the way Sven does. He just really wants to help victims, and he's one of the people that really has the best intentions of doing this. So that's why it's very important that we keep supporting him, and he works really hard at it.
Yeah, and I remember when that all went down, when he was calling back saying, "Hey, did you just give your information or anything to Amazon?" It was such a big deal when Sven joined that community, because he, like he said, he was introduced to a call flutter, and he realized that there were more Scambaiters, and it was just like a match made in heaven. It was like, now that we have somebody on the inside, it's just so fascinating to me, and we need about 1,000 more of Sven.
For sure.
Chester. But I also had. I'm sorry.
No, I was about to say I read something in the chat and I missed the chat. Sorry, like I don't know who even answered that.
Oh, I didn't do it. I don't know what they were saying, but I probably didn't do it, or I probably did do it. Who knows?
I was gonna ask Chester
I had gotten a call.
Sorry, I was gonna ask Chester. I heard a rumor that in the UK they take out dogs' voice boxes. Is that true?
What heard that one?
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
because I'm sure people would pay for that for my dogs, right? They're always barking on air.
No, don't you dare do that, CJ.
My neighbor, you brought up a good point. She is singing opera songs in 4 in the morning. Like, it wakes me up. Maybe they can come in and do something with her voice box.
Oh my lord. Okay, sorry. What were you gonna say originally before I got on that voice box subject? I just wanted to ask before I forgot.
That's cruel. Hopefully, that's just a
bad rumor.
A rumor. I mean, I think taking the claws out of cats is cruel. I know people do it, and we can have a debate about that. But I always feel like, you know what? I got these cats from Newburgh, New York, and the way I live, if I'm not around suddenly, and they get shipped off to a farm or something, I want them to have their claws.
Yeah,
I just think it's cruel to take them out and to do anything like that. But I can see them kind of doing that voice thing to people. Shut some people up.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
So, Sven, there's also someone else like you. I don't know. Is it Recon? Somebody else had called me. I was making prank phone calls one day, and somebody called me and said, "Hey, did you just talk to Amazon?" And he was trying to warn me that it was a scammer, kind of like the way you were describing the first interaction you had.
Yeah, and got it.
And when you do things like that, you can't hear. Like, that person who called me could not hear me talking about dragons taking up too much room on my sofa, right?
Bro, dragon's taking too much space in your sofa.
I was embarrassed. I said, I cannot believe you have to listen to my nonsense. You're like a true superhero. Not only are you saving victims and warning people that they're calling into a fake Amazon center, but you're listening to an idiot like me talk about dragons and dinosaurs in this little tiny apartment.
Yeah.
So they can't hear, right? You guys cannot hear the conversation, is my understanding. Just one side, right?
What? Like one side? Yeah, it's only one side. It's only the scammer speaking. We cannot speak the other guy actually speaking.
Okay.
We can just see the number, but sometimes there's a possibility that we can actually listen to the complete conversation, the victims' words as well when we actually get the PBX access, and when we actually get the recordings from the PBX. And it's a kind of technical, but still the PBX is something that actually connects you with, allows you to make calls or something like that. Like, it's like a phone system, but on internet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, are you still doing things like that, or are you just too busy to give, or what do you have going on right now? You're still working on that type of thing?
Yeah, I'm still doing that. I'm actually working on a huge project, which is like really, really huge, that could actually change the view and everything in India. Like, people might know what actually is going on with these scam things. I wouldn't mention the company's name. It's really huge. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Right now I'm just trying to investigate everything, like take all the files and whatever it is, whatever is going on, I'm gonna try to get this call center down. As far as my calculations go, this company basically steals more than like $5 million or something a month.
Mm.
So,
Good
and it
lord.
seems to be a legitimate company. To out like when you look at it, it seems like a legitimate company, but it's basically a scam, as a scam company. So let's see where this thing goes. I'm right now working on that.
Ben, look after yourself on that one. If they're making that kind of money, they're going to have good lawyers. Well, bad lawyers, but you
That's
know what I
true.
mean. So make sure you look after yourself.
It's not about lawyers, Toby. It's just uh, yeah. Obviously, I'm not gonna go to court or something. It's gonna be with Indian media, everything, because
Okay.
these politicians anywhere it could be that could be anywhere. The politicians could be in other state or my state or any country. Politicians always they want their image to be really good with the public, right? So definitely, I'm not going with politicians this time because I've been filing so many cases, uh, showing my identity and everything. Like I filed so many cases on like 3 to 4 scammers who actually individually work and do the refund scams, but
Mm-hmm.
none of them actually worked. But one time, a police officer actually responded for that. I thought like, yeah, something is gonna happen, but no, nothing happened. So this time it's going to be with Indian media. They love to curse government, as you guys know. Like they
Right.
love to go against the government, and they have the huge TRP thing going on. So definitely, if I'm actually if I actually succeed in doing this thing, I think there is something that's going to change in India. Like first thing, why these scams keep happening is because a particular guy, when he's out of his graduation, he just needs some job here, because that's a pressure that we have. Like
Right.
everyone needs a job, like any job. It could be any job. If you have done engineering, you have to do a job. Like there is there's one engineer at least in every home in India. Like if you consider my family, we have three engineers in my family. My brothers and I, we are engineers. We are done with our engineering. We are graduates now.
Wow.
Of course, one of my brother is not a graduate. Like yeah, still he's going to graduate. So see, three engineers from my home, just from my family. Just imagine like
Right.
131 crore people, and they have like so many families, and 60 to 50% are engineers. Just
Right.
expect like how many we need jobs for like more than 50% of Indians, at least in we need jobs for them. So what would they do? And basically education system is really bad in India. I am really ashamed to say this, but it's really bad. Everyone in India wants to do engineering no matter what. engineering
Right.
engineering engineering and the value of engineering is really low right now in India, at least. I don't know
Right.
how much you pay for an IT employee, like an engineer or network engineer or anyone, but India we are
Lots.
paid less than $200
Oh.
per month.
It's a pretty
Less than
well paid
$200 per
job in the
engineering graduate.
US, I think. Don't you think, Take? I mean, most of the IT people I know that are IT engineers at the hospital are paid well.
They're not are doing well. Or you broke up, or they are doing well.
No, they are. I think they make good money in the US for like IT
Yeah, I mean,
engineers.
the few that I know that do that job make well into the six figures.
Yeah.
Um, but of course, there's all levels of IT. But I do live pretty close to a major engineering school, and there's a lot of people that I see in this neighborhood that are from India that come here to go to that school. I mean,
Right.
it's a $50,000 a semester school. It's one of the top engineering schools. So um, I think he's right. It's engineering is definitely what people want to be there for whatever reason. Um,
So in India, yeah, you're right, Take. Like we are paid really less, and people here they're unable to judge between a scam a job. Like some jobs are really legitimate. They seem really legitimate.
Right.
Like for example, let's take the we supports thing. We supporting the Jim Browning recently exposed. I bet at least at least five. There'll be at least one person who doesn't know about that what he's doing. He thinks like, yeah, I have a job. I need to feed my family. It's my pressure. I need to go. I need to go. People are not allowed to do what they like here. Like not allowed means that we are unable to think. The
Right.
reason why they are scamming is just because they don't know what to do. Some people they don't know what to do. Some people do it. Some people do it even after they know that because they are addicted to the free money that they actually get.
And what was the comment you made? You're not allowed to think. Are you saying that they have to be followers and do what's been done in the past?
I mean, let me explain this to you. Take like just imagine like everyone like in a school, we have like up to 10th class, we have 10th standard, we have a school, and then we call it a college for 2 years, where we actually prepare only to get only to prepare for an entrance exam in engineering college. Okay, first to 10th class, we are really. I would share my life here. I never shared it in any to anyone. I'm gonna share this right now. Let me like my life. I studied till 10th standard in a school. I was really enthusiastic. I really liked astrophysics. I really liked engineering. I really wanted to make, design rockets and everything. I wanted to do everything like science was my real passion. I really liked it. When I stepped out of my 10th standard and entered into 11th and 12th standard, there was only one thing called IIT entrance exam, JE mains, IIT, Indian Institute of Technology, the topmost engineering college in India. Everyone wants to get in there. Like a bunch of sheeps, shepherd, like like sheeps. We are sheeps. We just go there. We just go there and we write that exam. Who qualify? People committed suicide. They actually jumped from the building. They just because they just did not qualify for that exam because of 1 mark.
Oh my god!
Just 1 mark.
That's horrible.
They did not qualify the exam. They committed suicide. If you actually check India's suicide statistics, you will see student pressure is more than anything.
Yeah, that test is everything. Somebody was telling me to them.
Yeah,
I was talking to a scammer, and he was letting me know it's tougher than you think because you can go to school and then you go to school and then you go to school, but then you can't pass that test and then you owe all this money back or something.
See,
he
he
told me all about that one day.
Exactly. He was right. But the problem is we are not allowed. Like our system is so this thing that we cannot find our passion. People cannot find. Like I found my passion hacking. Like everything what I do is what I like right now because I changed my life like that. But everyone doesn't have the same facility to change it.
Right.
So can people though? I mean, it's a free trade, right? I mean, you have capitalism there and stuff. Like I could go there and start a business, right?
You can start. But yes, if you have money, you can start. You can do anything in India. I'm telling you, you can.
What's to stop all the engineers from getting together and saying, "Hey, we're going to change the world, and we're going to design a better train system with, more room for people." And I'm not really being that funny right now. I mean, you said, like, I guess my question is like, who designs the cars that we see, the most popular Indian cars? Like, these have to come from the entrepreneurial type of mind, I would think, right? There are some people that are just taking chances and not being sheep, I would think.
Yeah,
or
but
it's not all just government putting that stuff, creating the trains and the cars and stuff, right?
The cars you see in India are manufactured by top companies. Tata is an Indian company. He has been like since I was born. Before I was born, Tata. Like he has steel industry, Tata Steels, Tata Consultancy Services, an IT company, Tata Motors, cars, Tata Salt, everything, every big now. Take Ambani, who is like owner of Jio, Reliance Jio, which actually made Indians to get to take, like most of the Indians who cannot afford internet to get in touch with internet, like properly use internet. Jio, I would suggest like he did a really good thing. The internet that I'm using right now is Jio FiberNet. Just imagine how much impact that he has done on Indian internet. He has petroleum reserves. He owns some petroleum reserves, and he has petrol bunks in India. Fuel is really costly in India right now, like 145 rupees. So it's around like how much should I say, $7 or $8, which is really
And you guys
high
use
price
diesel?
petrol.
You call it petrol, but I mean, like we have diesel and regular gas. Like I think, don't your cars run on diesel?
Yeah, cars run on diesel, and there are petrol and diesel as well. But the new norms that are in India, BS6 norms, they don't allow you to use diesel cars, I guess, from now. Maybe I am not sure of it. My friend is a automobile engineer. He always speaks about this thing, so I know about something about that.
But $7 a gallon, you're saying?
That's unbelievable. A liter.
Here we go again. We can go like we got to get everything on the same.
Or a gallon?
We got a lot of stuff to get done today.
Okay.
I want everybody on the same time zone. I also want us all to be on the same measuring system. I want the weather to be the same. Like, you bring up a great issue, liter. Yeah, I know what a liter is. So I think I would just have to translate it to gallons.
Okay,
Because
let us go with the International System of Units, the MKS system then. Why would you use FPS or CGS?
Yeah. Sorry, take. What's this about US gallons and imperial?
we got a lot to discuss. Every country's a little different, I think. I know I was in Canada. I used to live up on the border, and I was excited that, it said $2, and I think it was $2 a liter. But I'm thinking that's going to get me gallons. I just want to know, can I fill my tank up there for under $30? Because it's out of control right now in New York.
Wait, $30? Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's going to cost you $40 worth of fuel to get there, though.
Well, cost me $2,000 to get there with no cigarettes. So I don't know if all those engineers can get together and design a plane just for smokers.
Yeah, definitely. I'll design one for you. I'll ask Elon Musk for that. What do you say? He's going to Mars. He's definitely going to design a small plane for you. Not going to lie.
You heard it here, folks. First, WSCAM Radio, Elon Musk. It's in the works. Hopefully he will join us.
Yeah, we'll ask him to join the stream.
So listen,
guys, don't you think we should bring PewDiePie here? PewDiePie, by any chance, CJ, please bring PewDiePie over here.
Yeah, sure. I'll ask him. I'll ask anybody. I just don't know if they'll say yes.
Get PewDiePie over here.
Zip says 4 liters to a U.S. gallon. There's 4 liters to a U.S. gallon, and it's $8 for 1 liter. So that means it's $32 a gallon. Or am I going the wrong way?
I'm not sure what is this dollar and rupees conversion, but still, it's costly in India for us at least now.
And free beer for everyone.
So, yeah, how are we gonna ship it? It's gonna cost more shipping charges for you then.
It's always that way. I know shipping's terrible. We got to work on that problem too. Hey, Peter was saying something though that was fascinating to me because I asked him. There's been more arrests there. Do you see a decline in call centers as because of fear that people are getting arrested? I've been having a harder time finding some numbers sometimes. I mean, they're still there, but it's not like there's 100 numbers every day from doing IRS scams and things like that. Is that true? Like, are people getting arrested more now for this?
Yes, they are getting arrested, but they have a solution for that as well. So what they're doing right now is like for a refund scam, you actually do not require more than like 2 people to go with the refund scam. So basically, these refund scams are the only call centers which get arrested, like which get shut down mostly by police officers, because refund thing, because they really claim that they're not an or McCafe or Microsoft or maybe Amazon or maybe Amazon Prime, so they get arrested all the time, most of the time. So I've been speaking to one of the scammers. I asked him like, bro, please provide me a job. My family is in really trouble position, something like that. I actually managed him to give me a job. He actually gave me a job in Noida. So he actually said that I only have 6 people in my group, like who actually do the scamming thing. Like 3 people are in one building and 3 people are in another building, which is around like 5 kilometers away. They're sitting there. They are separate. They're really separate. Even though if one call center gets raided and 3 people get caught, other 3 people will be working for me and getting the money. By the time these people get
like
released,
a Band-Aid.
yeah, by the time these people actually get arrested, the same 3 people will come back, because there is no proof that they scammed the victim, because the victim never complained in India. So they will come back. They'll start scamming. Even though if these guys do not, he's lucky. These guys don't get arrested, and there you go. The scam keeps on going on.
Now, how important is it for people like here? We're always nervous. I do something bad. I hit 1,000 mailboxes when I'm younger. Maybe that happened. Maybe it didn't. When you drive around in a car and you play mailbox baseball. and you destroy a bunch of mailboxes with an aluminum baseball bat.
We're not telling
Um,
people to do that.
and you don't want a
YouTube,
record.
don't shut down
Like my
my
first
channel.
question, if that ever did happen to me, would have been, is this going to stay on my permanent record? Um, so when I go get a job later, credit, everything. How important is that in India? Like, do people get records? Is if they get busted 3 or 4 times in a scam call center, and they're released very quickly? I mean, does it at least give them like a record or something, or is it just forgotten?
There is a record for them getting arrested. Like if they have a case against them, they won't be able to get passport and they won't be able to get visa. They can't go anywhere. But you can get busted number of times at the same from the same call center. But the problem is the victim is never in India, and he won't be coming to India to file a case against the person here. Until and unless the victim comes to India and files the case, Indian jurisdiction cannot do anything, even though if they are scammers and they are criminals. That's the
I
only major issue here.
yeah,
Yes.
I don't know in other jurisdictions, but certainly over here, a lot of cases recently where people can't actually visit UK because of travel restrictions or whatever. A lot's been done on video conferencing. I mean, that's certainly one thing that's happened in the last 18 months or so, that explosion on video conferencing. So
Right.
perhaps that's the way forward.
Yep. I mean, that's what we're doing right now. We're not videoing, but we're on a conference online. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Sven,
it's a different world.
yeah, Sven, what's something though? Like there are a lot of positive things about India as well. What's like one thing you want everyone to know? Like I feel like sometimes we just talk about the negatives too much.
It's because we are scam baiting, and scam is definitely negative. So yes, there is a negative part, and I would say everyone is not going to do it willingly. Like some scammers are actually doing it willingly. Like they really want to get that money
Right.
and do shit. But there are some people who don't even know that they are scamming. Like if you're a good IT employee, like you can code and stuff, you get like average, like decently paid, not like much. It'll be sufficient for his month expenses for ration and everything, but it's never sufficient for him to chill his life.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't know that he's working for a call center.
Right.
Some people don't even know that they're working for a scam call center, and some people do it on force. Like they really don't have anything to do. Like literally their family will be on roads if they don't get jobs.
Right.
I have my friends who actually did that. Like, they had nothing, they have no job. Like literally their family, like in lockdown, they suffered a lot. Like literally a lot. Like almost they could eat only one time in a day. Like
Mm,
one time in a day. They
that's
can't even pay
terrible.
their rents. Like it was really good for the government to say that these like house owners should not actually take rents and stuff. It was really good, like really a bit cooperative, I would say. India, like that's a positive thing that actually happened to us in this COVID period. So she actually literally tried hard, but she couldn't code and everything. Engineering is that bad in India. She actually studied in a top college in my city, but
Mm.
still engineering is that bad because she did not focus, and that's never her interest. I helped her for the exam. She cracked the exam. She got a job. She was lucky enough that I was able to guide her to get into a proper company.
Um.
Accenture, the
Mhm.
company name was Accenture. So some people are like that, like they don't even know what is going on here. They just go ahead and join the call center,
Hey
and they don't even
Sven.
know that they're scamming.
Sven, can you clarify? It's a little people are confused now. Because they feel like you said you work at a call center.
No, 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 no. I don't work for a call center. I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. Like, I don't
Yeah.
really work for this call center.
But sometimes you apply for jobs there and trying to get information out of it, right?
Okay, let me clear this thing. So there are some websites called Naukri,
Uh-huh.
and LinkedIn as well. So these call centers, they actually put the job lists over there. Like they offer jobs like, okay, we are working with Amazon, please join us, we'll pay you like this much amount and everything. I see that, I apply for the job, and I talk to that person and get all the information how they recruited. That's it. I never go to the scam call center.
Right.
I never ever do that job. I would rather beg, but I would never steal money, because
Oh, I know
stealing
that.
money is a like no. I mean, so see, so basically, let me explain. So you people are also humans, and everyone are striving hard to survive on this planet, little blue planet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't steal some money from someone, like you're basically destroying their lives. So I really hate what they do. Really do
Right.
hate what they do. And many of the Indians, they don't know about these scam call centers. Even who are sitting at home, they don't even know, like, okay, like, no, I don't know, like, what is a scam, like, literally, until I got to know about these scams. I went to my friend. I told him, like, bro, there are scams going on in India, like, you know about them? He's like, really?
Mm-hmm.
This is a huge network in India. We never know about that,
Right.
because none of the politician will actually show you everything. None of the TV channels will actually show about this thing, because that's not TRP. For TRP, what do you need for TRP? You need some, really crazy stuff, like an actress marrying an actor, or maybe someone actually killed someone in public. That's gonna be breaking news, and that's gonna make headlines. That's
Right.
what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, Zip puts it into some sort of perspective. I think we are, in our very small way, doing a job. Well done. He's saying it's only something like 60 odd numbers that he's managed today, where 2 to 3 months ago it was 3 times that amount.
Mm. Well, that's a good thing, right?
So I think
60 numbers. 60 numbers, like phone numbers. Yo, yeah. If it's Zip, yes, he's amazing. He'll find all the
Yeah.
numbers. I don't know, Zip, if you're okay with me saying this, but Zip is really awesome in finding numbers.
Yes.
No, we want to have Zip on to
Yeah,
actually
we're gonna
talk
have Zip
in
on and
further
talk
on
to
how
him.
much work he goes into it and what he does. I mean, for
Okay,
people
then I'm
like
not gonna
me,
spoil it.
Zip is right up there with a call flutter. I mean, we all have a job to do, and Zip is pretty funny. I mean, he could probably make a channel of his calls as well. I've baited with him before, and he had me dying laughing. He's just a workaholic when it comes to this, which is great because that's what we need is just people that will be relentless on these people. And I got to say though, Sven, if you're just tuning in to WSCAM Radio with CJ Scams, we have how to delete. Your approach to the scam baiting thing is I would say a gentle one. I mean, I've heard you curse out, and don't get me wrong, I love that stuff. But what I find difference between like someone like me and you, or you and a bunch of other baiters, is that you want to help them. Like you really take the time. I mean, we just talked to Peter before, and I know you had a lot to do with that. You and CJ in the beginning, and you've been working on some others. Like you'll help them try to find a job, right? I mean, that's how much you care about them.
I mean, I helped him, but yes, he did not get a job because of me. But yes, I tried to help him.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's great.
Yeah,
So
that
I have a
is
question
great.
here. Like she says, if like some DH products, I don't know. The comment says, I hear Sven is in some scammer Facebook groups. Sven, do you even see these? Yes, I watch the scammer Facebook groups. These groups are literally dark market for scamming things. They
Mm.
get everything, like including maybe one. If you fill a Google form, if you fill the Google form that the scammer actually gave you, there's a probably like there is a chance that your number is in the scammers list too. They'll call you, or they'll email you, or they'll use your debit card or credit card by any means. The Facebook groups are really really dangerous, and Telegram and WhatsApp groups are a bit private, so they're really tough to get in. They are literally, these groups, they're dangerous. Facebook is really dangerous in the first place, because that's where a guy can start scamming.
Right.
Yeah, it used to be. I know it's deeper now. I don't go on Facebook really anymore, but the whole world has to tell the whole world what they're doing. It's usually like going away to the country to visit people, and then if people are watching, they kind of know that family's going to be away. So maybe their house gets robbed, or I mean, and I'm making it simplified just because we don't have a lot of time. But some of these people really get into there and they follow these people's lives. I mean, Facebook is a criminal's dream, I would think.
Right.
Yeah, it's like really like I'm sorry, every scammer basically comes to Facebook. They search for jobs, they get jobs, they meet up, they work, they share the payments, and they actually leave everything. So for people, I want to clarify that I'm not using my main identity. Use my Facebook. I use a
Yeah.
different identity. So basically, a different identity. Like I have a fake account on Facebook, which I use to talk to the scammers, and I have a different WhatsApp number for them as well. Set up everything so that I can actually someday, not now, but someday, actually go to the bosses, straight away collect the proof saying that they are scamming people, give the report to the police. At least if I can get one guy arrested, at least one guy arrested, that'll make my day. At least one guy, like at least one call center should be shut down. Like I want to do this. Literally, I really want to say that. Like at least if I can shut down one huge call center, or like any call center it could be, I'll be really happy about that, because these people are not only destroying people's lives, they're also destroying India's
I agree.
like everything.
Yeah.
Like the name is being destroyed. I mean, I don't want my country to actually scam other people, and these people actually to live. Of course, yes, this completely is it's political. Like everything, like politicians are doing all kinds of shit here. Like of course, politicians are shit in any country it could be, but I would say it's yeah, it's really
Take,
bad,
I
and
feel
I
like
don't
I
want
hear your
people to get
dragon.
hurt. I don't want people to lose their lives. So literally, I want to do this. That's it.
I hear a noise like it's Take's dragon.
That's
Do
not
y'all
coming
hear that?
from my end.
Yeah, it's someone basically celebrating his marriage.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
it was
really?
Take's dragon.
Celebrating their marriage, is that like a nice way to put they're having sex, or are they really? Is there like a ceremony going on?
It's like ceremony going on. There's a ceremony.
Oh, I thought they were like getting it on. And that was your polite way of saying it.
No,
I mean,
it's,
it's the time now is 8:08 p.m. in India. Isn't that late, or is that like a typical like a reception? I guess could go on that late, right?
it could be marriage could be in midnight as well.
Really?
Really, it could be midnight. It could be like around like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 12 a.m., 11 a.m., 11 p.m. or anything. It
So
can be any time. It basically we
your
have
country's like
something.
Las Vegas.
Oh, like it's not like the marriage that is in US. It's completely different. We actually look up for something like star. We actually believe in stars, planets, and this stuff. We call it nakshatras and everything. It's a huge concept belief of all Hindus. So yes, they actually look up for everything, and then they properly get the proper timing. Like exactly, yeah, this time is a proper time to actually get married, and this time is a proper time to actually literally to have that thing as well. They actually have a timing for that too, for everything. So yes, it could be 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 12 p.m., 12 a.m., 11 p.m. Not sure. Can be any time.
Interesting. See what we learn here. It's not all about scam baiting. We learn
Yeah.
about culture. I would have never
Yeah.
thought there would have been a wedding thing going on in the middle of the night.
Wow.
So there's a lot, like India is a mixture of cultures, I would say. There are like Christians doing their marriage, Muslims doing their stuff. Like it's like mixture of all cultures. Like the place where I live is basically ruled by Muslim kings, and we have we like merge together. We stay together. Like like my neighbor, he's a Muslim. One of my friends is a Christian. Like it's like mixture of everything. There is a lot of things going on in India. Like once you come into India, I would rather say you will see a miniature of everything. I would say
Yeah. That's
like you'll
awesome.
find every culture. You'll find every culture.
Like a
That's not
melting pot.
yeah. Like I'm not saying it's because I'm Indian. Like you can watch Carl Rock's videos. Like he mentions
Mhm.
everything in there. You will actually realize that how it is.
Well, I definitely agree, but I
So
feel like physically, if I go to India, I'm definitely going to stand out. Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
chubby,
So
pasty white with blue eyes.
Nah, you'll be fine. We'll get you a train pass. So you can ride the train. You don't have to pay for it. You'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Take is really obsessed with train, but take it's only with Kolkata. Where I live, it's not like that.
Well, I think when we go there, and actually, you bring up a good point. I think there's usually about between 30 and 40 people in the chat. People get busy, and then there's a little drama going on where people won't come in. Whatever, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk
But
about that.
eventually, I would like to get everybody on one plane, and we go to India all together. You know what I mean? Like everybody who we're friends with. Like, I mean, everyone. We
Yeah,
just all
see
go to
that.
India to see you, and we hang out. And I mean, if there's 40 of us, I mean, I think we can get like a nice group rate. And I always joke around that there needs to be an airline just for smokers, and you make the plane look like a cigarette. And maybe your engineer friends in the future can design that. But I'll still go to India to hang out with you, smoking or not. And I'll go there.
Hey,
I think with 40 friends, I think it'll be fun. All 40 Scambaiter friends going to India.
That would be amazing.
oh,
You
just a
got room
minute.
for us?
Yeah. Elon Musk is calling me. Hello, Elon. Yeah, definitely. It should look like a cigarette. That's what Hick says.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm glad
What?
you're on it.
You cannot do that. What the hell are you, man? You cannot do that.
Elon Musk could
You
do
are
anything,
you're supposed
so
to be the most richest man in the planet, and you're named as real life Tony Stark. You can't do that.
I think you're being scammed, Sven.
Come
We
on.
know Elon can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, you
This
tell
could be Elon Musk scam. Could be.
you tell
So there's
Mr. Musk either he makes that plane look like a cigarette or he's gonna be taken to the washroom on GB Road by Scambait nonsense.
Yeah, there is a question by Wob. He says, "How are street children doing in India?" To be honest, I'm really ashamed to say this, but yes, there are people who actually use their kids. They hold their kids. They come onto roads and start begging because they ask for like, "Sir, I'm having a child here and I need to feed him. Please give me some money."
Mm.
That's really sad. Yes, street children, it's a sad thing. Unfortunately, it's the government's mistake, uh, and as an Indian citizen, it's my mistake as well, because I cannot do anything right now, but definitely in future when I really have good amount of supporters and subscribers, I would definitely raise a charity for them.
Yeah.
Like there are many organizations which are willing to actually feed people, so I don't think so anyone would actually do that, or else I may start my own thing, on my charity for everything. I don't know. I have plans for that. I really want to do that. So let's see how this thing goes. But for now, street children, yes, it's really bad. I actually don't want to think about that because I really feel angry, frustrated, and start like cursing at these politicians every time, because the thing they are doing is they're doing nothing. They don't even provide free education. They don't even provide free food for people under poverty. They don't even try to help people in any kind of way. uh, they pretend that they do something but they don't do anything. We and the people here, they like before elections, like 1 or 2 days before elections, there's like they distribute money to people like to vote them.
Right.
These people actually fall for that. They take the money, they vote them.
Well,
Yeah.
Simple.
all that corruption goes on here. People use their children for things here. It just they do it in different ways. So, I mean, it's not like we're perfect over here and don't do some of that same stuff. We definitely
Oh,
have politician bribing people over here too, but it just looks different.
I mean,
But
the person, I don't know, I couldn't see the chat, but did somebody say, like, people use kids? Like, I mean, I was in Mexico, right? I mean, and this has always been on my mind. I felt so bad. I was out one night. I was a little drunk, or a lot drunk, but that's my business. But I was in the streets of Mexico, like in Mexico City, and I met a street girl who was about 6 years old. She's begging for food. I go to a Burger King. Um, I got her like I don't know how many hamburgers I bought, but she gave them all to a cab driver. Like the cab driver was using her. I mean, she got like a little bit of it. I was so disgusted.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
mean,
awful.
maybe that's just an individual one-off story, but the fact that somebody would use a child to get their own food, it was just made me sick, and it
That's
just reminded me
horrible.
of that.
like just imagine what the child would think. Money is everything, right? He can do anything to get money. So that kind of people would even not bother to scam people. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I
Don't
think
you?
I'm doing a good thing helping out a poor street kid, and it all goes back to this guy who looks like he doesn't need to eat for the next 50 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just crazy, So I quit drinking. I quit going to Mexico and I quit drinking.
Well, that's
Just
probably
at that
sounds
moment,
like good
changed
things.
my
Yeah,
life.
don't drink. Drinking is bad.
Hey,
Right.
just want to say we have lots of new people in chat. If I missed anybody, it's completely unintentional. We're super glad that you're here. Thank y'all all
Yeah,
for being here.
it's just because CJ has a delay on her streams like for 30 seconds, and the chats you are actually watching this 30 seconds after that thing.
Yeah, and
So
on top of that, it's very hard for me to like watch the stream, listen to you, and make sure I'm keeping up with chat because I'm just like need to work on my multitasking.
I thought
yeah,
she just had a delay with her big brain, and she worked it out where we'd be on a delay in case somebody, well, just me really, says something stupid, and she needs to like
No, I
edit
would
it or
have been
something.
bleeping you by now. I don't know.
Hmm.
I can't do
But
it.
yeah, CJ, I have a question for you, and I forgot the question.
Oh, dang. Nobody ever has a question for me. I would have loved that.
Yeah, I had a question for you, and I forgot the question. Ah, come on, what was the question? That's why I told you to bring Stanley.
I
He will
know.
remind me of
Dang.
questions. I forgot the question.
You're just doing great. It's just getting that insight. And as Take was talking about your videos, I haven't got a clue when you start or they start apparently swearing. I pick up a few words and then you start swearing. It makes me laugh, but I don't know what I'm laughing at.
Oh, I've told him that a million times. I'm so entertained. Like there is a lot of times where I listen to Sven talk to scammers in Hindi that he doesn't post. Like I'll just sit here for an hour and listen to him. And I have no clue what they're saying, but there's something extremely entertaining about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like tennis,
Yeah.
batting to and fro. Something's happening, but
Sven, curse me now in Hindi right
Yeah,
now.
that's where the
Curse me
subtitles
out.
can come in very handy.
Yeah.
Because I'm with you, Mr. Drawers. It's like, I mean, I laugh my ass off, but I'm like, I wish I understood all that. And I'll pick up a mutter chode or a chuthia here and there, but I would love to hear the whole conversation and be able to understand it. So I need to study Hindi more.
Did someone call me Mother Chod?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Oh, thank you.
No.
Okay, Toby, when do you have the ashes again?
They're coming up, and I thought that was one of the subjects we're not allowed to talk about cricket, especially with Zip.
Oh yes, Zip. We cannot talk with Zip.
Yeah,
I don't even really know what cricket is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, cricket. Cricket is good. Cricket is good. For those of you who don't know, this time Zip actually won the World Cup, and next one is mine. I mean ours.
Awesome. Good job,
that's
Zip.
a sport.
And Zip did that with that bad gallbladder. He won the cup with that bad gallbladder. That's amazing.
He's a master blaster batsman.
Yeah, he's a man of many skills.
Sven, I hate to bring it up, but do you want to talk about that incident when you were run out?
Hello, I cannot hear you, Chester.
I don't know if he wants to talk about that.
I thought you heard. I thought you heard.
Yeah, obviously it's fine. 92 and you're getting out for a run out. It's really bad. Like really. Oh. Really bad. I was upset the whole day.
Yeah, for those in the US, cricket is like baseball, except you're just running in a straight line. You're not running around in a square.
Oh, well, don't you eventually run out of room?
Or a diamond.
What's more popular, cricket or football?
Cricket.
Do you mean soccer?
Cricket or soccer?
Cricket.
Cricket or sex?
Cricket.
All right, now I understand.
It can't be more popular
Cricket
than
is a huge
sex,
thing.
or their population wouldn't be so high.
Cricket is everything. Cricket is no. Someone
Cricket
said
is
Australia rules cricket. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Not gonna get into conversation again. Cricket is gonna be really like hard.
We'll have to figure it out. I mean, I think Dew says he can fly us all to India, but we have so many friends now. We're gonna have to fly to Australia, Ireland, Scotland, Australia, then make our way to see you. And I know I left out a lot of other friends in different countries, and then maybe on the way back, we'll have room, and you can come with us, and then you guys can hash it out on a plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we'll all go to Mars. I'll contact Elon again. I will probably uh, say him to get her to get us to Mars, man. Really, Mars is really good. So yes.
I heard that. I heard good things.
And Peter was telling me too that there's what's it called, visa temples in Kolkata where people just go and pray to the gods that they get their U.S.
that
visa.
one, yes. So
Visa temple?
Yeah, because it's so hard to come.
So what do you do when you actually are gonna do something really good? When you really believe in the religion and you really believe in the God, what do you do? When you're actually going to do something, like for suppose you're starting a new YouTube channel and you're going to launch it, you'll play Jesus Christ, like please make this video viral, and you click the button.
Yeah, I've been praying that a lot.
But yeah, we have many gods in India, so yeah, definitely there could be a temple where people actually believe that if you go to that temple and pray to that god, they're gonna give you visa. Like you're gonna get visa for sure. That's a belief there.
I guess it's very hard to travel to the U.S., but I thought people came here on vacation. But I guess Peter was telling me it's a lot harder than that. So I don't know.
I don't know, but I would rather prefer going to Mars than going to any other country. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm with you, sir.
Dill's just made a comment, but he doesn't want to go because of the cost of cigarettes. They're going to cost too much there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mars.
basically, there won't be any cigarettes in Mars because you can't even breathe. How can you even smoke a cigarette? Man?
Well, I thought you guys over there, if you have 100 engineers that don't have a job, maybe they could figure out how can we smoke on Mars. Just an idea.
If we can actually really do that, we won't there won't be like everyone struggling for a job. We will be innovating some stuff even when I run in engineering.
I'll make some calls today to those centers. I'll see if we can get a team of people to start working on that smoking problem.
That would be great.
Yeah, gonna upload the video. Yes, definitely. Let's see. Like how many engineers are really interested in working to create Mars thing.
Yeah, I'm going to say not a lot, but I'm thinking more than want to help me solve the kangaroo problem in Australia.
True.
Kangaroo problem, yeah, of course. Toby, I would expect me to be in the nice list next year.
You're on the nice list this year. It's just unfortunate that I've got big fingers and small keyboard, and I totally I did it to Take as well, and Fungi. All three of you, you did fantastic interviews to Santa's Little Helper, but unfortunately, the technical side.
Morning,
so from
West.
today, we all are the Mars gang.
The Mars gang.
Yeah, Mars.
And
our
that'll
target,
be our
lives
topic.
is to stop scammers on Mars.
And
people on Mars are actually scamming people on Earth. So basically, these Martians are really idiots. Let's call them.
That's our topic of the day for
you want to talk about sheep? You ever see people from different planets? They all wear the same outfit.
Yeah.
It's like a big V shirt or something, and they all have that same goofy helmet on.
That's true.
Talk about sheep. They have no personality.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
Well, if anyone hasn't subbed to Sven, you're missing out, please go to his channel. Again, I know I say this every day, I'm sorry, but the best thing you can do for him is subscribe, watch a video all the way through, and like it and leave a comment, and that'll help his YouTube algorithm. So please go visit.
Delete.
Yes, I got it pinned up there if anybody hasn't been there before.
Now
And how old
everyone
are you,
open
Sven?
your any desk. Me,
You're
I
in your
am.
early 20s.
Yeah, exactly. Early 20s.
So I'm sure all of the people listening and around the world, all 100 billion people that are listening to this channel right now, they probably think we have one of the most mature people on the phone. I mean, you guys too. No, not
Well, that counts me out.
right. But I'm saying he sounds when he speaks, and your English is amazing. And I mean, you sound very educated, and you definitely seem a lot more mature than I would have been at 22 years old.
Or
So
20-something. We
I
don't
think
know
the
his
world is
exact
safer
age.
having you in it. That's my guess.
Yeah, thanks. I wouldn't. I don't want to say the word though, but still.
No, do not thank me. I don't like that word. I'm with you
Yeah,
now.
we don't like that. You cannot say that.
Tell me to fuck off before you say thank you, please.
Yeah, it's forbidden here.
Yep.
So
It's
make
no
sure
one
you check him
says
out.
the word. If you want to know the word, you have to subscribe to Take and Chester. Unsubscribe, CJ, please.
Yeah. If any of you crazy people are not subscribed
like
to
you more.
Take, make sure you subscribe to Take too, right? And Chester Draws.
I mean, you want to subscribe to me, it will help make up for the 10 I lost overnight. I appreciate it. Like,
Oh, that's YouTube. Take. That's YouTube being YouTube. You'd never know. The YouTube algorithm has this small part of code. The code
Yeah, I
actually
know.
verifies all the
know.
subscribers and views. In the past,
or it's some people that used to like me, but now they don't. But we won't discuss anything further.
So I have an announcement.
Cricket, Mars, and kangaroos.
Absolutely.
Here. Thanks. Welcome to the Kangaroos morning show. CJ, you should definitely change that to Kangaroo Morning Scam Show because we more talk about kangaroos here.
Queen of the Kangaroos.
Yeah, Kangaroo Queen CJ. And meanwhile, Stanley sitting in the background thinking that this girl doesn't feed me and she wants kangaroos.
Yeah. Well, I have an announcement about next week's schedule. I have an announcement.
Everyone open your any desks, please.
Yeah, and I have an announcement. Guess who we're having on next week? Take as a guest. I've just confirmed it.
Donald Trump.
Britney Spears.
No. Captain Corrosive.
Nikki Sixx.
No, Captain Corrosive. Who is an
Captain Corrosive?
Yes, who is an awesome Scambaiter. She will be on with us next week, along with Fun Guy.
Oh my God.
We'll be on a day, and Dan Gleeballs will be on a day. So it's going to be an awesome week next week. Really awesome.
Don't forget Fun Guy.
Yeah, I said Fun Guy.
Oh yeah, Fun Guy we were going to have today.
Fun Guy is extremely important. We love Fun Guy.
Wake up and join the chat.
Yeah.
Although, what time is it in England? It's late, right?
Yeah. No, I definitely said Fun Guy because we're
come up to 3 p.m.
We're just as excited
about him.
him.
He's so funny and so interesting.
Yeah.
We definitely want to dedicate at least an hour to him.
Yes.
I mean, I think people want to hear what he has to say.
So we'll have Fun Guy on one day, Captain Corrosive on one day,
you have
and
to
Dan
talk
Gleeballs.
very, very slowly so that he can understand you.
Definitely. Arrest the momentum.
So it's going to be a great week. So make sure y'all join.
And also, if you are listening, if Fun Guy is around, at least you know your hubcaps are safe.
Yep. I don't know what that means, but
it's a famous urban myth about people from Liverpool or Scousers. That they're renowned for removing your hubcaps.
Is that where he's from?
Yeah. Apparently,
there was like a little rock band came from Liverpool that got famous, I believe.
I'm sorry, Sven. What was that?
Apparently.
Yeah.
I can't hear Sven.
Yeah, DH Products actually asks Rihanna Poison to be on the show one day. Probably,
for sure.
She's really good.
Yeah, I like her. I don't think that she prefers to do interviews, but I'll definitely ask her. I don't think that it's just her favorite thing to do, which is totally understandable because it's kind of, can be strange.
One day,
but
day
I'll
we're
ask
gonna
her
have Jim
again.
Browning, and one day we're gonna have PewDiePie, maybe Mr. Beast, or maybe let's have Elon Musk. CJ, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And for those that don't know, Captain Corrosive is she has I don't know if she maybe hasn't posted lately. I don't know. Has she posted lately? I'm not sure, but she is an awesome scam baiter. She's got kind of a sassy attitude like Take. She makes really high quality videos, and it's gonna be awesome to talk
Not
to
like
her.
Take.
But it'll be awesome to talk to her, won't it, Take?
Yeah,
Bye bye.
that's great news.
And Fun
Christine,
Guy
bye
as
bye.
well,
I see
and
you saying
Christine.
bye here.
Bye,
And then we still
Christine.
have to play the conversation we had with Stephanie. We always have
Yes.
that.
Yeah, we will be playing that as well. So make sure y'all come next week. I guess it's getting late, so I should probably let Stanley out of his box. But thank y'all so much for
See,
joining
guys,
us
she's
today.
so rude. Don't subscribe her. She's so rude. She's doing that thing to my dog.
Sven, is there
I'm sorry. Just
any
kidding.
last message you would like to have for the chat? Sven, you take us on home.
Yeah. Yeah. Open your any desks.
And how
And if you
about
don't have any desks, what kind of phone do you have? Apple or Android?
yeah? Hold
Sorry,
on, let me
ma'am,
link
can
her.
you open your any decks?
Let me link her her YouTube channel so in case someone doesn't know her. Captain Chris.
I want to do this, like, CJ, just I want to do this to you. I want you to respond for this.
Okay.
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 Thanks for calling support. How may I help you?
I got a message about a charge.
Okay, ma'am. What kind of charge it is? Can you give me the invoice number?
Sure. It's 1234567.
Ma'am, you are giving a wrong number, ma'am. You think I am a fool to you?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang up on your face because you're a
Ma'am,
fool.
you don't hang up on my face. You don't shout like that, ma'am. We are trying to help you here. You are having conversation charge here.
Well, I'm gonna hang up on your face, you mutter chode.
No way! Like even CJ actually curses. It feels cute, not like really she curses anyone. She can't curse.
And that's the polite scammer that you played because I didn't hear you. Maybe you didn't get that far, but you didn't say go F your mom or your sister.
No, they don't say that to me though. They only tell them that they're gonna do it to me. I never hear my mom or my sister. It's always me.
It's because you are a she. That's why it's always
Yeah.
you.
Right. But yeah,
DJ,
thanks so much, Sven, and how to delete. Please go watch his video,
Yes.
subscribe. We have
And
Chester
Chester
Drawers. I
Drawers.
think I checked earlier. You are at 304 subs now.
Yeah, 10 of those came overnight. Not quite sure where from, though.
We'll fight it out. Maybe in a cricket match.
And how to delete sub
I
to
actually
260.
subscribed from my 10 different accounts, Chester.
Oh, okay. And you unsubscribed all of those accounts from my channel. I see how it is.
Yeah, because YouTube actually banned me.
Yep. And then Big Brain CJ Scams, who does all of the editing and streaming and puts everything together. We love you. And congratulations on your 600 subs overnight as well.
Thank you very much. And how to delete, you're up to 260. So let's keep spreading the word and get him up to 300. Morning, what the fuck?
Yep.
Let's make it 269. That's a good number, right?
Yeah, you love
You
that
know, I was
number.
stuck at 569 since Nam, it felt like. And I kept saying, you know what, I should just leave it there. Sven likes that number.
Yeah, exactly. So
Alright,
we will be back on Monday, right? With one of our guests that we're gonna have next week, and it's gonna be awesome. So everyone have a great weekend. Watch your favorite scam baiters. I don't know about playing clips because I'm still trying to learn about copyright issues, and I don't want to copyright infringe on anybody. But if anybody wants to give a shout out to another scam baiter, that's what we're here for.
Kentucky Fried Scambaiters gave me the okay to play his videos, so we will find a good video and hopefully we can play his stuff. It's only 3 minutes of one of the clips, but I think I do run into Stephanie there, and there's some other people that have come to know who he is. He's only got 45 subs. He's not really growing his channel, but I think some of his content is pretty amazing.
I agree.
And I would like to thank Raz a lot.
Yes,
Raz,
thank
you're
you,
awesome.
Raz. You are awesome.
I don't want to thank you, but still you're awesome.
You can't thank
Carl.
Raz enough. Sometimes she just gets overlooked because it's assumed that you just love her so much, but she definitely needs to hear it. Everybody should love Raz.
Yes, Raz
Can we
is
have some
amazing.
L's in the chat?
And
we
hi,
let the stream.
Carl. Sorry you're catching us on the way out, but we thank you so much for stopping by. And everyone
what's
that
up,
stopped
Carl?
by, thank you so much. Like, you don't know how
He's
fun it
late
is.
today, but he's early. If he hangs out until Monday, he's like one of the first.
Yeah, there you go. Just sit here till Monday, Carl, right on my channel. So thank y'all so much. Like, y'all, I'm sure I'm gonna speak for Take. Bring us such joy to chat with us in the morning, and we really look forward to seeing you all on Monday. Right?
Absolutely. I feel so bad because we can't please everybody, and I know there's a lot of West Coast folks jumping in now in different countries, and they just get here, and we've already talked for 3 hours, and I feel bad because obviously you don't want to bore people, but there's 37 people now.
Hey,
I think there's more people that come now than when we first start, but we just try to make it good for everyone. We love everybody.
We would love to have you on the show. I know we're very small channels compared to you, Deo, but if you are
oh my God! See, another Scambait royalty in the house, and now it's like we're just leaving. But it means everything to us, Dale, that you stopped in, man. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, if you would at all spare us,
absolutely.
please come on, Deo, sometime. Okay. Well,
yeah, Deo, I mean, every time I've had a video shown on Deo, I mean, you're talking 10, 15 subs. I mean, the man is a legend in the scam-baiting community. So
yeah, and he deserves it. He's a good guy and a great baiter. So
just one of those nicest people ever that just is very supportive of everybody.
Yes. And if you would like to be on the show, you're welcome anytime, Deo, because we
like Led Zeppelin. It's like like the other day we had the Motley Crue of Scam, but we have the Led Zeppelin of Scambaiters that just joined us.
Yep, absolutely. Okay.
Anyway, we're on our way out. I'll talk forever, but
we're
go
on
ahead,
our
take
way
us out,
out.
somebody.
But thank y'all so much. We love
Go
everyone.
ahead, please.
Oh, tu me balo.
Yep, we love you all, and we will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend.
Love y'all.
What channel? What channel are you going to be on Monday? Is it going to be the same one?
It's best to just subscribe to me and Take. Morning Animals. Sorry, we're on our way out, but thank you for stopping by.
Always CJ's for now.
Yeah, but
let's get her to 4,000 and watch hours and 1,000 subs, and then we'll talk about maybe going to my channel.
Yeah, please subscribe to Deo if you haven't already.
589.
Yeah. But we'll probably be on mine, but just please subscribe to both and watch out for us because you never know where we might show up. Thank y'all so much. Have a great weekend.